Join Jewellery Maker this Thursday for our Fashion Focus show. This week we'll be centering our attention on colour connections. Fashion stylist and guest designer Natalia will teach you how to work with colour and get the best out of your designs. Be inspired and start to get ready for your spring and summer collections. The Fashion Focus show, this Thursday on The Day Show.
Hello and welcome to a very special show here on Jewellery Maker. It's our first that's not a good start. Right, let's go back to the slide, back to the slide, back to the slide. Okay. Hi and welcome to a very live Jewellery Maker show where you are watching for the very first time our Fashion Focus. Thank you. Fashion Focus Colour Connection show. We have got a very exciting show, hopefully more professional than the start of it, coming your way. We have got some serious deals to be broked and some fantastic inspiration to bring you. I'm going to say now, I think this show is going to be probably one of the fullest shows we've ever done in terms of amazing quality pieces of gemstones, to findings and to creativity, thanks to one lady. She is here, our amazing Natalia. This is exciting.
Oh, it's really exciting, and you know, anytime I get to talk about style and colour, it's just, I'm in my element.
And that's the thing, is that for jewellery making, I think sometimes we become so obsessive on the techniques and things like that. Actually, we step away from how important playing with colour is to getting that aesthetic wow, you know, to get. And sometimes I think we get quite a lot of text messages and emails from people going, I actually don't know where to begin with colour.
Yeah.
I don't know what goes with what, and that's what this show is all about.
Yeah, well, we all started there. We all went, you know, what colour goes with what? I've got an instinct, is it right? And so we're going to do a little bit of, you know, the technical aspects of colour, and then we're going to look at some of the more, you know, let's say intuitive aspects as well.
And that's what it's all about. And also we're going to try and really explore the colours of the season. I mean, obviously we're on the cusp. Please let us be on the cusp of springtime. And with that in mind, we're going to get those spring colours into your jewellery making. And we have literally, as you may see just around here, we have some fantastic finishes to really inspire you. Natalia, if you don't know Natalia, a stylist as well as a jewellery maker, yeah. and your stylist is all about actually, when in the professional part of your job, is about playing with colour but reflecting that in the season's colours as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, literally, we would talk about flicking through the glossy magazines and flicking through all of the, you know, your clothing magazines. It's all done with thought and precision. You know, the colours that you're going to see in fashion are the colours that we're going to do you today, because it's all about getting that look of the season. You might be somebody who goes, oh well, I don't follow fashion, you know, I just go with what's right for me. In principle, what you might find is that actually you might already have gone down subconsciously down the fashion road without even knowing it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're influenced by the trends that are out there, and even if you say, I'm not, you know, I don't follow trends, I'm not a fashion victim, well, we all get pulled into that. And also, you know, if you're making jewellery to wear yourself, you're making jewellery to sell to people, you need to be aware of what the key colours are, and then you can accept or reject that, but at least we're going to give you a few pointers in that direction today.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about colours, we're going to talk about opportunities of how to play with colour, and what works, what doesn't work, and sometimes what doesn't work is what works. See,
yes.
That actually, in principle, what you might think is not going to work comes in full circle and starts to work again.
Got to have an adventure with colour, definitely.
Yes, and that's what this is going to be, an adventure into jewellery making colours. The lovely Natalia has made us, of course, her stylist creativity. She's done us some mood boards as well, so we can get inspired for fashion. I have brought my wardrobe. This is literally my wardrobe. Well, not literally, but can I just say, matching hangers, Jewellery Maker hangers. Can I just reiterate, that is colour connection. That is jewellery loving you today by giving you colour coordinated hangers. Be proud of me.
Oh, I tell you what, I never spotted that, but well done you.
Thanks. Well done with your hangers, Vix. Who knew I was going to say that today? So yes, we're going to take you through looking at the colours of the season, and then hopefully working accessories and jewellery amongst that as well. So that's my wardrobe. It's an Albert. My husband's going to lock the door and say, you can't come back in with more clothes. We have an early bird to start off this very special fashion focus event. We are going to bring you probably one of the biggest key colours of the season straight away. We're not going to mess around with this offer. We're going to give you an opportunity to get one of the ultimate colours of the season. You'll see it in all the fashion. You're going to see it all the way around. I'm wearing it today. This is one of your big colours of the season. We're talking apatite. Oh yeah. This is this amazing shade of dusk blue to an amazing grade of jade, a richness of quality that you will not regret using and utilising day in, day out. Now we've got to remember then, when we start to talk about the quality of gemstones like this, there's something rather exciting about rich qualities, textures, dynamic, and that's what Colour Connections today is all about, getting dynamics into your jewellery. Now we have got a very special offer. When it's a specialised show, we have product that has been put to one side. We literally have filtered some of our very best strands, and we're going to put them to air today for you. If you've chosen to tune in, you have chosen the right day to start making a difference to your gem collection. The colour that you're looking at here, an amazing deal, £7.95 is all you pay. As I say, you just got to look at the colours that are happening in the colour palettes of the fashion world right now. This is it, £7.95. The colour qualities that you're seeing here, absolutely exceptional. Let me just show you them up against the neckline, because I think the moment you start to see this where it belongs, which is against skin tone, that's when you see how it illuminates with richness. And this really is a very, very special offer. £7.95 is all you pay. You've got those lovely dynamic greens and blues, the jades with the dusk blues. I mean, really, really right there on fashion trend. We have just taken apatite to £7.95. We have just literally, it's like we've, you know, if you've been watching that dive show, right, and they could go to the jumping board, or they go to 5 metres, or you go to the 10-metre board straight away, do a triple flip like Tom Daly. That's what we've done. We've gone to the top board and we've done the triple flip, and we are going to town on this one. £7.95. We're not messing around. We're not messing around today. We are in the mood to treat you, and treat you well is what we've got. And as I say, you know, these are the shows that we prepare a long time for. I think this has been in the probably in the mix of, Natalia, was it about probably the beginning of December I started to broach the subject of looking towards fashion focused events, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
we started thinking about it quite early on,
yeah, so probably about a good eight weeks ago we started. Now that means we've had 8 weeks of getting the right strands, the right colours, the right product for you to do. That's a long time, a big preparation time, which means you've got quality to look forward to. Amazing diversity. £7.95. Those gorgeous shades of blues and greens. The richer tones of apatite, often you'll expect like an electric blue from apatite, but this is much more rich, much more intense. And I think work it with some beautiful silver, or even with your gold, that would be fantastic as well. If you want to join me, you need to be rather snappish on those phone lines today. It is going to be busy. It's already proving to be a very popular strand. £7.95. That is kick-starting us into our fashion focus event. Congratulations if you've joined us on those phone lines. Don't forget, it is a free phone number that you're dialing. It's 0800 644 655. Or alternatively, you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. £7.95 for a full strand. And often is the case, you probably have to spend like maybe probably double that for half the strand of this gemstone. And when you start to consider the amount of jewellery that you can create from this one whole strand, £7.95 is going to go a long way. Get that fashion look, get that richness, £7.95. Congratulations. Now then, because it is the fashion focus event, because it is a big event, we're going to do you a mega early bird. I can't do it again. I can't. I've done it. Yeah. I've got to do it again for the mega early bird. Okay, are you ready? Mega early bird. Thank you, thank you. Well, the mega early bird is a little bit special because if you've got the appetite, surely the quality of this gem strand deserves to have sterling silver. And if you're going to get sterling silver, there are certain things that you are absolutely, definitely going to need to make jewellery. Certain things that are a linchpin, a must-have, an essential. These, I would suggest, are probably the #1 essential to jewellery making. Without any doubt, there is not another finding that I can think of, not even a head pin, that has must-have essential. I've already got a huge amount of, you've seen the graphics and I've got people on the lines. I've already got people who have picked up the phone and gone, hang on a minute, she said crimp beads. I know I need crimp beads, and she said sterling silver. You're already on the lines, and that's the kind of day it's going to be for the rest of the day. Be warned, you're going to hit queues and you are going to see some amazing, amazing deals. Talking of a deal, how about we bring you 100 of these fantastic solid sterling crimp beads. Crimp beads are one of those essentials, one of those must-haves, the thing that you have to buy no matter what. Doesn't matter what kind of jewelry you're thinking of creating, you will be using these fantastic solid sterling silver crimp beads. This is going to be an that stopped us now, stop me in my track. $6.95 for 100. Well, this is less than 7 pence each for less than 7 pence each for solid sterling silver. Absolutely amazing when you start to consider this is a precious metal. This is something that truly in the jewelry industry is a commodity that is truly a these days. I mean, we just cannot keep up with the price of silver. There is rise, there are falls. The biggest thing about it is that with this kind of finding, you know that you are going to get quality finish to your jewellery. £6.95, less than 7 pence each for sterling silver. I mean, even if we were talking about silver plating, then that's one thing, isn't it? Silver plating is one aspect of jewellery making, but sterling silver adds kudos. It adds that real sense of a value. I mean, that's what we've got to remember, you know, we're adding value to your jewellery making. And sterling silver really has got that prestige, hasn't it, Natalia?
Oh, completely. And you know, people want to buy sterling silver, they want to own it, it has a value, but also, you know, if you think about how sensitive skin responds to, you know, the other metals, it's always an easier sell for you if you're selling your jewellery.
That's it. And I think the biggest thing is that it adds value, doesn't it? It adds value to your jewellery.
Yes, and when I'm making fine silver jewellery with silver clay, I always make sure that I put the sterling silver components with it.
It's kind of an essential though, isn't it, if you're working with, you know...
higher end gemstones as well, you know, you want to make sure that the whole piece is completely...
It's got that luxury edge to it.
Yeah.
And that's what this is, it is luxury edge. Of course, we did the apatite, and I have to say the apatite with this, well, you can see actually on my top today, the apatite greens, but actually then the silver, look at how nicely that corresponds. I mean, it just has that real like fusion about it. That's what you've got here. I am literally wearing the early bird today.
You are an early bird.
I am quite good at getting up on a morning, so I could be an early bird. My husband hates it because my husband, it takes him forever. Yeah, I think I might actually turn myself into the early bird itself. £6.95 for your solid sterling silver crimp beads. Again, those phone lines are busy today. Please do be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. 644 655 is the free phone number, and you can join us on the web if you prefer at www.jewellerymaker.com. Sterling silver crimp beads. And the thing is that when you start to see essentials like this coming to you for £6, less than 7 pence each, well, there really, really is a case about of exploring exploring your jewellery making at the highest level. That's what we're offering you there. And now, if you do fancy saying hello to us today, and of course, if you've got any questions about working with colour, perhaps you know at this point where you know you've got a great stash of colours, but you don't know how to bring them together, and you've got a specific question for Natalia, please do text us in. I'm sure she'll do her very, very best to answer all your questions today. You can text into JM Studio, so make sure you start your text with JM Studio, and you text into 60777. Make sure you give us your name so we know who we're talking to, and it'd be lovely to hear from you. Normal network charges do apply. We have so much to fit in, and a challenge is what I'm going to take Natalia to now. Not like we haven't already set her a challenge for the day by inspiring us with colour, but we're going to set her another challenge to make something of a feature fashion piece with some of the big colour looks of the season. Now, many is the time when you start to explore colour that you'll get to a point where you go, that's the colour for me, that's the colour for me. You know, there's certain things that just stimulate you, certain things that you connect with in terms of colour. I think that this next one is probably a universal connection to colour. You know, there's not going to be one person who doesn't see this next bundle and go, that's for me, that's the one for me. This, be warned, this is going to be by far a sellout offer. My instinct on this one, because of the quality, and as I say, the universal qualities of attractive colours and textures, is it's a must-have. It is going to be an absolute must-have. Take a look at this. Now, of all of the bundles, Natalia, we allowed her, because of all of the hard work she's been doing, we allowed her to make her choice. What did she choose? This one. Take a look. This is an exclusive opportunity. Limited availability. You know what, the simple fact is we would love to have hundreds and hundreds of a bundle like this, but the simple fact is gemstones of this caliber we don't get in that type of quantity very often. So when we bring you these bundles, we really do say to you, limited availability, limited to the point where first come, first served. Check that out. Oh my goodness me, you have got your light amethyst nuggets, and those lighter, almost like lavender tones are absolutely the colour of the moment. I mean, if I just bring in, look at this. I mean, if that isn't African violet, look at that. This colouring. And the thing is that we're talking about the spring and summer collection, but in all honesty, you go spring, summer, autumn, winter, I don't care when you wear this, it's always going to have that wearability about it. It's always going to have that quality about it. So you have got here, of course, your lavender amethyst, the lighter tones in the nuggets, and then we've gone for size, because of course, if you go for quality stones, you also want the impact of them as well. These twisted, puffy rectangles, 30 by 15, and I can tell you now, I've already got people buying. I've already got people. It's going to be one of those days. It is going to be one of those days. I'm never going to have enough stack of anything today. My instinct just goes, oh no. You need to make sure if you're buying on the web, you check out those baskets, because if you don't, there's every chance you're going to miss out on these deals. I have got a very restricted stock, and people are buying left, right, and centre today. You've got your labradorite as well, these gorgeous plain rounds, the 10mm plain rounds, beautiful, beautiful qualities. This gemstone has the most mesmeric light reaction. This is a gemstone that really does create nebula-esque illuminating qualities within the heart of the gemstone. Absolutely glorious. Isn't that beautiful? Totally unique gemstone. There's no other gemstone that has labradorescence. The name derives from the gem itself, labradorescence from labradorite. Beautiful gem quality. And you've got this full strand with a limited edition offer, 3 strands. And of course, let's not forget, once it's gone, once this bundle has been bought out, I cannot guarantee that this will be back. I cannot give you the chance to say, yes, don't worry, we'll bring this back to you next week or next month or next year. I can't do that because the genuine gemstone world is far too erratic for that. So I'm making the price offer now. Okay, I've got lots of people on the lines who want this one. Do you want to know the price tag? Of course you do. Your Sweet Dreams bundle, Labrador. Whoa! Did we really just do this for less than $17.95? pecky thump is what I'm going to say to that price tag. $17.95. I mean, let's not forget the price of the larger of the rectangles. When you start to consider just the strand that you're looking at here, I mean, that is a feature strand of those twisted, I mean, you know, quality. I mean, those in their own right, pendants, statement earring drops, you're going to get so much out of a one strand statement. And we've just taken this bundle to an unthinkably low price tag. When you start to consider, you've got to remember, you know, a strand like this, £12.95, isn't it? I mean, that's a £12.95 strand if ever I've seen one. If that's £12.95, then I'm saying that the amethyst is a £5. Well, that's not true, because there's no way I could do either of those amethysts for less than a £5. No way I could put to wear either of those amethysts for less than a £5. But in instinct, that strand alone would be £12.95. That, for me, £12.95, £2.50 each. £2.50 each for your amethyst. Doesn't make sense, does it? Does not make sense. Incredible deals to be had today. Your bundles are always where the bargains come, because of course we've got to remember when we're putting them together, we really are focusing on giving you the best of price offer. £17.95. The colour tones of this bundle are absolutely exquisite, and we are going to give this to Natalia as her challenge. So it'll be interesting to see what she's got. We're going to be putting you to the test today. That's a good one.
That's good. I like being tested.
She likes the test. She likes the test. £17.95 for your 3-strand offer. As I say, today is a day where we're really going to make the most of focusing towards colour. But actually, what we want to do now is stick with the colour theme of the season by bringing you a full quality of palette of dynamic. There's the word, dynamic. Just look at this. Am I going to give this to Natalia as well? I mean, we're going to be here for 3 days if I'm giving you all of this, Natalia.
Never get rid of me.
She's like, yeah, I'm here forever. Make me a cup of tea and I'm staying. We have got, wow. Look at how fresh this is. I mean, instantly those greens make me say, let's walk through the lovely meadows and the pastures, doesn't it?
The snowy pastures.
The snowy pastures at the moment, that's it. A little bit snowy. But no, we're thinking spring. We're thinking spring.
You know, it can't come quick enough.
Tell me about it. And actually, when you see those greens, it does have that energy about it, doesn't it? You know, it's got that spring lift. And I think when we think of springtime, we do it's almost like a rejuvenation, isn't it?
Yeah.
They often say that the gemstone of springtime is emerald, and you do have that vivacious emerald-like quality of these two gemstones. You've got here your green quartz and your peridot seed beads. Oh, watch out! I need to say that again. Peridot seed beads. Oh yes, peridot seed beads. We know that peridot is a very popular gem strand, but we also know that seed beads are massive at the moment, and you have got, when I say they're massive, I don't mean size, I mean in demand. We just cannot keep up with the demand for seed beads. We have got a fantastic, I mean, almost I would call them almost like a lime green. Peridot has that zest, and then you've got with this quartz, I mean, it's a rich, somewhere between emerald and tourmaline like quality of colour. Really exciting clarity, and with clarity always comes that real power of colour. Very, very strong look that you've got there. So that's almost the meadow greens that we're giving you here, and then we're going to add perhaps the floral qualities of your rosebuds blooming. Oh, I'm there. Oh yes, I'm there. You've got there those roses blooming, those delicate pinks that you've got here in these drops, faceted drops at that, just exquisite qualities. And to finally add that little bit of added zest of zing, you've got your hematite faceted rands. These are 7.5 mil. Isn't that an exciting combination? Isn't that just such a scintillating combination? 4 strands, including the seed beads of peridot, and your What, pardon? For 4 strands? Hang on a minute. I've got rubbish math skills, it's fair to say, but I'm sure you've just said so I'm just 4 strands for a price that I'm just going, hang on a minute, let me make sure. I mean, we're talking about what, £3.50 a strand? To be specific, £3.48 for genuine gemstones. How about this 4-strand bundle for £13.90? Genuine. Whoa, hang on, Jack, stop. Right, 1 strand. If I put this to air, would I put it to air at £3.48? Truthfully, tell the truth. Would I put this to air at £3? Jack, I'm asking the question. What do you think the answer is?
Not on your Nelly.
Thank you, Jack. Not on your Nelly, says our Jack. Jack, would I put a strand 7.5mm faceted rounds of hematite to air for £3.48?
2 opes, Bobo, no ope.
Thank you, Jack. Jack, would I put to air the green quartz for £3.48?
No.
Finally, Jack. And even on, I mean, granted, it's one of our smaller strands, but it's seed beads. Think about the cut. Think about how much time it takes for us to be able to put this to air. These are genuine gemstones that have had to be cut to precision for 3mm. Jack, would I put these to air for £3.48? I love the mime. I think that was an no. 13 in total, not on your Nelly, nowhere Jose would you be bringing at any chance, at any point, this combination for £3.48 each. Not a chance. That is a steal of a deal. We told you that this is a day where you're going to bring colour, we're going to bring you inspiration. I have now got limited stock. Oh my goodness me, we are limited in availability. Everybody is just suddenly, I think we've done the maths and kind of gone, hang on, the maths don't work. Maths doesn't work for me most days, but come on, that maths doesn't make sense. £13.95 for 4 strands, including peridot seed beads. It is absolutely, I think the word is audacious pricing. Ooh, get us with our audacious pricing. Now then, we're going to start to talk really about colour in terms of how we play with it, because I think for a lot of people, including myself, when you start to look at gemstones, I can be inspired by individual strands, but sometimes I would look at something and go, I don't know what is right and what's right. I don't know the colours that are going to mix together. And actually, for somebody like yourself who's been trained, and actually your experience has probably given you even more training, working with colour doesn't have to be scary. It's almost about being excited and diverse in many ways.
It is, and there's some really simple foundations, simple kind of rules, and I always say you need to know the rules before you break them. So I break the rules all the time, but knowingly doing it.
I like that. We need to know the rules before we break them.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us some other rules then.
Okay, now I want to, I just want to show you, talk about neutral and accent colours, because I'll be talking about that and I want you to know what I mean.
Okay.
And I've got these are neutral colours. So basically, can you see how they're kind of, what comes to mind, Vicky, when you look at those?
I think quite natural. I think very earthy colours.
Yes.
I would think of these as palettes of the earth.
And quite plain as well.
Yeah.
And plain doesn't have to be boring. So a lot of the time we have strands that are you know, quite neutral in colour, and what we need those for is because other colours will go with them really brilliantly. So they provide a base for your jewellery.
Right.
In the same way that the metals do, the silver and the gold, they are neutral colours to which, you know, the other coloured gemstones can start to be combined with.
And so they would ask, is almost like the foundation to a colour, you know, to almost highlight it or to accentuate it or to neutralise it even.
Absolutely,
if you want to tame something down, you'd work with this colour, or if you wanted to make it more prominent, you'd work with another.
You do, and you do the same in clothing as well when you're dressing. And so these colours, you know, we tend to think of neutral colours when we think of bridal jewellery, when we think of evening wear, elegant colours. I've got black and white here. They are the neutrals, the kind of mummy and daddy of the neutrals. And so, you know, we've got all of these. And so these are the base of your stash. And so some people, they buy a lot of neutral beads and then they go, oh, do you know, my jewellery doesn't look very exciting. And that's because neutrals on their own tend not to be too exciting. And they have a very elegant look, they have a very kind of a serene look, but they're not mood enhancing. And the mood comes from the accent colours.
The pop.
Let's bring them in.
Look at these.
These are just some that I have a set of draped with all the different colours in them. And accent colours are the colours that really stand out.
Look at that.
They almost vibrate, don't they, when you look at them?
Energy. I think when I see that, I see energy, yeah.
And colour has an effect on feelings and on mood. So, for example, you know, green is a calming colour, so that's why they call it the green room before you're going on TV. People relax in there. They paint a lot of hospitals that colour. Blue is a colour of communication, so it helps you to think more clearly and logically. Purple is a good colour for intuitive thinking, for getting connected with your higher self. The crown chakra is purple, all those kind of things. Orange is a really energetic colour, so you know, if you need to feel like you've got more energy to move.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, if you want to sleep well, don't paint a wall red or orange in your bedroom unless you want to have a lot of passion in there. That's okay.
Tell my husband I'm painting it red.
But that's a whole other show, Vicki. Anyway. And so we can see, if I take this lovely orange red.
That's gorgeous.
What happens when you put it with a neutral? So I'm thinking labradorite. I'm thinking, you know, some of the kind of more grey tones in jewellery, and then if you put it with a pop of colour, isn't that amazing?
That really is gorgeous.
And then you have this whole thing going on, which is colour context. So when you put two colours together, they have an impact on one another. Okay. So the orange really, it just sits beautifully with the grey, but it just livens the whole thing up. Think about that in your jewellery making. We're going to go into more detail with it, but I'm just touching on it there.
Yeah, okay.
You can see also what happens when we put orange with something, you know, like a winter white, like a soft white. So I'm thinking, you know, the milky tones of sunstone sometimes have that, and some of the agates. And that's a gentler kind of look. It has a more summery look. So what
I'm looking at those colours and I'm going, I've got pearls coming up.
Yes,
and I've got carnelian coming up.
Absolutely.
I mean, if I just show you that we have got some carnelian to come today, and I also have pearls coming up, and I just, you know, when I see that, and obviously from my gem like thought process, I'm kind of going, so those colours, I'm going, oh, that's carnelian, oh, that's pearl, oh, we've got pearls and carnelian. You know, I instantly see that to relating it to the gemstones that we have.
When you say that, would you have normally put pearls and carnelian together? Because I wouldn't, but having just played around with colour this morning with these drapes, it's made me start to think outside the box a little bit more. And so what I urge you to do is, you probably, like me and like lots of other people out there, have got a big stash of gemstones. Yeah. So you have a few strands, or you have boxes of gems, and you know, put them out, get a bead mat out, have a play, and start to look at colour combinations, start to look at, you know, what kind of mood do you associate with colours like the carnelian that you're holding. It's warmth, it's just kind of, it's quite soothing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But then if you have a really bright, loud, you know, an agate, or, you know, a gemstone like that is more of a really pop of orange,
yes, then
it's going to be a little more in your face, it's going to be happy. So think about what it is that you want your jewellery to say.
So you know how you did that coral, that almost like the orange with the grey? Jack, do you know the labradorite that we've just set up for the challenge? That would be really interesting, actually, because we've just seen that. We've got the pearl coming up later on, which is like almost like the cream. But then we've got the labradorite with the grey. And again, I don't know whether I would put this together normally. I'm already exploring something that I would never have normally.
That's more of a carnelian. Can you see how lovely those two go together? That's more of a terracotta colour, which is more of the carnelian pumpkin orange kind of colour. But look how lovely they look together.
That goes beautifully. Isn't that interesting? Are you all ready? Are you a bit like me going, oh, my world has just opened up to a different...
Scales fall off the eyes.
Yes, genuinely. Yeah, because I mean, as I say, when you've put that together, I've gone, oh, that's really beautiful. But then when I put it into gemstones, I would never have thought carnelian with labradorite until you see that colour. Like that, you can see where this is going. Now, of course, the labradorite is coming, it's already been part of the kit, the bundle that we've just given as part of the challenge, which of course we've given to Natalia for £17.95. The carnelian is coming up later on in the show. So the carnelian, and as you can see there, look at that. Look at that beautiful dynamic. And part of me thinks that, like, you know, if you don't want to do it with your gemstones, you could actually get colour swatches like this, you know, material swatches.
Yeah, you can.
You know,
just go to Fabric Shop, loads of, you know, boxes of oddments. And also to say about the neutral, if I open this out, so we've got a bigger base of grey.
Yeah.
And you've got a bigger labradorite and a small gemstone of carnelian.
Yeah.
And so we can have a bigger base of the neutral because it's not overpowering. And then if we just add just a touch of colour.
Yeah, but if you did it the other way around...
Again, you have a different effect.
Yeah, totally.
So, you know, see what you think.
Really
what do you want to do? Do you want the colour to, you know, the colours like this, the oranges, reds, some of the pinks as well, they advance towards you. So they appear as though they are getting closer because all colour has a vibrational wavelength.
Right.
And so it's been proven that people who can't see can actually perceive colour because of the vibration
of it. The energy almost of it.
And so if you're using colours like this, like reds and that kind of thing, that beware of the overpowering nature of them. So, you know, using the small doses, or if that's what you're going for. If you're going for a va-va-voom, if your hero piece at a craft store, you know, you want something to people to really, you know, stop and go, wow. Reds and oranges are the colour of that.
And that's the interesting thing with that carnelian is that could be that colour pop. That could be that could be something of a zing, you know, a real power of colour. And it's a big colour of this season as well. The carnelian is a big colour this season, just to give you a heads up on that. Now that we have so much coming up, talking about colours, that's just our first, like literally just a little taster.
Just a little sample.
It's the tip of the iceberg, really, isn't it? Because we need to talk about how we work with colour in the colour wheels and things that work together, and we'll do that shortly. Now, I do want to talk about one of the big colours of the season as well, and we have got the most incredible strand, and we've both been just poring over it.
We've been salivating.
Jack,
well, I have.
Jack, literally every time he comes to the desk, he's looking at this one strand.
You have to touch it as well.
Yeah, you do. It's so tactile, exactly. Take a look at this. It's coming your way within the show.
Oh my goodness.
That is
just absolute luxury.
Oh,
good luck if you get this today.
If you get that strand, can I just say, I am so jealous.
I'm coming round to your house.
Yeah, we're just going to come to your house and just go, please, can we have at least one of them? Yeah. Come with me, because we have got some fantastic. Now, we've just been talking about neutralising palettes. We've been talking about what colours work and don't work, and actually, the nice thing about this first kit is that it has that real quality. It's called Shades of Chic, and in principle, this is a really nice, it's a nice way to almost capture that neutral palette, but to give it that sense of a little bit more of a shimmering seduction. You know, I think this first kit has that neutral, it has the black. And if you're going to do black and you want it to be chic, you're going to go luster. You're going to go like black diamond luster, and you have got that quality sparkling away. I mean, absolutely magnificent quality. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? A feature strand by itself, so much lustrous quality. Now, when you want to start to talk about luster, what is it precisely? Well, luster is the light surface reaction to a gemstone, so there's no internal play. Of course, this is an opaque gemstone, so there's no internal. It's all about external reaction. You've got here these magnificent 14 by 10 black agate. Added to that, we're going to add to that neutral palette, but with the qualities of probably some of the finest looks that we've already explored with colour, with your labradorite. Now, can I just say, I don't think I've ever done 2 strands of labradorite like this before in a single offer. I don't think I've ever done anything like this before, so I'm really rather excited. It is quite a zing of a kit, and like I say, when we do big theme shows like this, we have preparation. We've got weeks and weeks to build up, so we have put literally siphoned things away where we've gone, yeah, that's going to work, that's going to work, and this kit works and works some more for you, because 2 strands, never done it before, and I probably will not have the chance to be able to do it again. Labradorite in a double strand offer. Not only do you get the faceted rounds, 3 to 6 mil graduates, you're also getting your faceted tubes as well. Hecky thump, I say it again. This is a day of days. Just take a look at it. I love these tubes. They add so much detail. And interesting enough, you're going to see Natalia has made 1 pair of earrings using just 4 of these. Right, 2 on each ear, and I promise you they are absolutely incredible. And if you are going to make earrings like Natalia has, you could make yourself, well, let's think, 2, 1, you could probably make yourself at least 7 or 8 pairs of earrings like Natalia has from this 1 strand, just from the singular strand. Absolutely amazing. Add to it those faceted rounds. I know you're loving it. I've already got people saying yes to this, and rightly so. An amazing deal. I've got people buying on the web who can have access to the price. People who know the price tag who are buying it. So if you know, I know we're live to air. There's a lot of people who don't have access to the web. If you don't, then I'm going to give you the price tag in just one, because I've got 1 more strand to go. That's not where I'm stopping. 3 strands. Don't stop there. Shades of Chic, this jewellery kit goes 1 step further to the world of glamorous jewellery by offering you faceted pyrite. These gorgeous golden pyrite rondelles. Absolute exquisite quality. I can't quite believe I'm doing seed beads of pyrite. Oh my goodness me. And look at my earrings. They are literally just made up of the seed beads of pyrite. Aren't they gorgeous?
Do you know, I was never a fan of pyrite until I was working with Jewellery Maker, and I absolutely love it now. When I get pyrite in a kit, I go, absolutely great, I know what I'm going to do with it. And I love getting the really different shapes. You know, you can get really big pieces, but tiny ones like that, you can book them out, make them beady beads, you use them as spacers, and they just, even as small as that, they have a really great presence.
And that's the thing, you know, a pair of earrings like this, you know, there is that luxury feel about them. There is that golden sense of quality, you know, it's something of a dazzle, isn't it? But it's a really subtle dazzle. Often it's the case with yellow gold, it can be quite bold, yes, can't it? But actually with pyrite, it's got a little bit more of a metallic subtlety about it. I mean, you could wear this day wear, you could wear it evening wear. It has that versatility, almost transcends both types of event jewellery. You know, I often say day wear, you often have a little bit more of a neutral feel about yourself, and then evening wear, perhaps you have a little bit more of a wow factor look. This, versatile. I'm already into double figures on this one. I'm already onto double figures. That's bad news for those of you who are not picking up the phone. Yes, we are already into limited stock. Oh my goodness me, it's one of those days. Shades of Chic jewellery kit. I haven't even told you half the other things that you're getting with this kit, because on top, see, I just caught something, and I've just looked at Jack and I've gone, you left them by accident. He's like, no, Vix, this is part of the, whoa. As part of this kit, be warned, this is gonna make it go, as part of the kit, you're also going to get pliers and wire. So four strands, 10 meters of your silver-plated copper wire 0.6mm gauge, and you're also getting chain nose pliers as well. Now, I did a very special deal on pliers yesterday. Anybody who saw our professional pliers pack, you know the price tag that we should be charging for these, and I'll tell you now, it does not reflect in the price you're about to get. Right, there are people literally just queuing on the lines. Finally, let me just remind you, you're going to get your beading thread, your monofilament, and your elastic as part of this kit. These are all the ingredients that are essential to jewellery making, and not so essential, but rather nice to have, like the wire, like the pliers, and your findings. 100 pieces of your silver-plated copper findings coming together in this. I mean, to add to that luxury, you've got a metre of chain, you've got heart toggle clasps, round toggle clasps, chandelier drops, shepherd hooks, crimp bead covers, luxury in every aspect. Shades of chic jewellery kit comes to you with one price tag in mind, and it is an unmissable price. Oh, you didn't. Okay. So I had Dion yesterday evening sending me into little heart palpitations with her pricing. I mean, literally, at one point, I genuinely thought I was going to fall off my chair with the prices Dion was doing last night. So Dion's one of our new producers. I've now got Laura, another new producer. She's doing it again. We've got Mavericks in this building at the moment. Maverick pricing. Absolutely incredible. Can I just say, I do really like my job. I don't want to pay $45 just based on the pricing that's going on right now. $24.95. Like, I've got to just highlight the fact, right? For a pair of earrings like this, I want you to think about what you would pay. I'm not asking to say what you would charge, but what would you pay if you saw a pair of earrings just like these sitting into a little, like, kind of, you know, little side shop, you know, craft stall, anything like that? What price tag would you pay? They, for me, what, £20? You know, you've got glamour, you've got the quality. So then, come with me, because when you see the rest of this jewellery, you will know without any doubt, value for money is breaking down all of the ingredients and then showing you the actual resulting jewellery. If you are going to create jewellery like this, you've got to know you're creating high-end luxury looks. I mean, high-end strands create high-end looking jewellery, don't they?
They do, absolutely. And you know, it went really far having the wire in the pliers. I mean, how many of us?
Pliers.
You need another pair of pliers, you're on the go, you want to take them with you, or some of you out there, you run jewellery making classes.
That's
so you
it.
just add that to your style. I never have enough pliers.
And that's it, it's amazing. And literally, you just can't get enough of those types of qualities of tools.
I know.
You know, and often is the case on our little, like, kind of tool stand. You know, we always have like 5 or 6 different pairs of flat nose, round nose, you know, cutters and all of that. And actually, it's always a case that we always never have what we need.
They just go walking, don't they?
I didn't do it this. My lord, I just want to highlight the fact these are the earrings I was talking about. You know how I said you get that one strand of the labradorite tubes, and I said that Natalia had made one pair of earrings using just 4 of them, and in principle from that one strand you could probably make about 8 or 9 pairs of earrings like this. Now again, I'm going to ask the question, what would you pay for a pair of earrings like this?
At least a tenner.
Have to be. Have to be.
And you got your wire as well. You've got a lot of wire. I've always got excess whenever I get the kits, because even if you used it with every single strand in the kits, you know, you'd still have lots left over.
Just take a look at these earrings and see what you think. Look at those. They are just so simply styled.
The wire is thin enough just to slot on to the labradorite, and then it just stays in place. And if you wanted to make sure it was really secure, you could just add a little bit of glue before you pop the wire in.
And the thing is that because you've got the movement of the earrings, the labradorite is just going to dance with that natural effervescence.
And that shape as well, so different, so unique, and it just lends itself to being set apart. You know, earrings are wonderful for showcasing gemstones, don't you think? And I think that is part of the attraction with that shape.
See what I mean by with the movement? I've just moved those around just to see, you know, what other facets. Can you as you just start to move that, you see all of a sudden you just get that labradorite Labradorite, ching on those elongated facets. Just amazing, absolutely gorgeous. So you got like lots of actual different looks from your earrings, because you're getting 3 pairs of shepherd hooks with part of the findings pack. And as you can see, I've got 1 pair in. We've got these gorgeous twisted drops, and then you've also created these gorgeous, what would you classify that shape as?
Little diamond shape, yeah.
Like chandelier-esque diamond
Chandelier type diamonds, and it's like a little bit of a jukebox kit, this. It was really like, hey, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that. And earrings really, you know, these gemstones, they just lend themselves so well to earrings.
Yeah, they are beautiful. They are gorgeous, aren't they? I just want to keep on reminding you, $24.95. When you start to break out 4 strands of gemstones, including 2 strands of labradorite, and on top of that, you're also getting the pliers, the wire, and I have to say now, for those of you who are watching and who haven't picked up the phone or joined us on the web yet, we are now down to not just limited, I mean literally we are on restricted availability now. So if you would like to join us, it's such an incredible combination of strands and additional findings and bonuses like the wire and the pliers. It's an amazing price point to achieve it for all of the ingredients that you're getting for 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of ears, 6 pieces of jewellery for $24.95. Well, that's what, £4.20ish. Is that something? Yeah, about £4.20.
You've got your wire and your pliers as well.
And if you think about that, then you can create loads and loads of featured jewellery with the wires. You say you always seem to have that excess of wire, which then you can knead on. And we've got a couple of pieces later on which are quite nice. So you could create some really nice solitaire rings, etc. with this wire. So what are you going to show us? Are you going to show us how to do
the little earrings, the
Brilliant.
little diamonds, and I like to keep my wire work simple because I'm not very good at making really complex shapes with it. So
I know, but the nice thing with wire like this is
the antidote
that
to Rachel Norris.
Yeah, from one to the other.
The unthinking woman's Rachel Norris. Okay, so I've got a third of a metre of the wire here, and it's 1.6.
Yeah, the 6 mil.
Really nice thickness to work with. So just take some round nose pliers and just start at one end. So I leave about 4 inches excess here because you need to have that. And so what I'm going to do is just take the pliers in about 2 or 3 centimetres, and then just bend the wire over like that to make my first little loop. And then again, you know, you can use a ruler, or you can use, I tend to use the phalanges of my fingers to measure because they don't change and I can always find them.
I like it.
And
good thinking.
And again, another little loop, and you just keep going round. So it's an Italian
phalange. And it is literally just
doing that.
Twist.
Yeah. And so you're doing 4 of those.
I love the simplicity of things like this. When you see the end result and then you look at how simple it was to create, that's when Jewellery Maker really becomes like a bit of a, it feels like, you know, like the magic circle, where there are certain secrets that you're not allowed to reveal. It feels like in some ways Jewellery Maker has that, you know, that lots of people would look at those and go, they must have been really difficult to make. And actually, if you were part of the magic Jewellery Maker circle, you'd go, yeah, really difficult.
That's right.
But actually, then you see the result, you go, oh, break it down, it's not
the
that.
talent within.
That's it, it's amazing.
So you've already made your loop for the earring wire to go through. So I'm just going to take flat nose pliers and just straighten that up, can you see? So that it's pointing upwards now. And then I'm going to wrap this excess wire around. So you may want to use your pliers to hang on to that and just wrap, and catching that one in, that second one, and then go around the opposite direction with that too. And then trim that off, and then you've got your little diamond shape.
That's fab.
So I'll do that for you, just trimming. And see how quick and easy it is. And then here's one. There's one that I made earlier, all neat and sorted out. And then the next step is to attach some little gemstones to be suspended from it. So I've got coloured labradorites. I'm having trouble with that word this morning. And I'll just show you how I do this very quickly. It's just simply popping the head pin in, bending the excess wire on the head pin over to a right angle, and move my pliers in a little bit further and then bend it back over. And you can do a wire sorry, you could do a wire loop and attach it that way, or what you could do is, if I go back again and actually use a new one, I'll do it on this larger bead, it's easier to see. Or you can just do, literally chop off that and then just do a loop that you can then open and attach. So use your flat nose pliers just to open upwards, and that one's going at the base because that's the biggest drop. And then just close it up again by going on the opposite direction, and there you go, you've got your
Just look
bead.
at that. The thing is that all of the gemstones that you get within this kit would work within that like almost that framework,
They
wouldn't
would, yes. The tubes would work really well as well. You know, you decide how you want it. You could have three of the larger ones if you wanted.
Incredible, just amazing. So 4 strands plus your wire, plus also you're getting the pliers, which I've never done before in a kit. Pliers in a kit is the first time for me. And you're getting all of your 100 findings as well for £24.95. I have now got limited availability. I think we're talking about like 30, something like that in stock now. So it is a case of, if you would like to join us, it is going to be a sell. It's one of those sellers.
It's a no-brainer, as they say.
It is a no-brainer, as I say quite often. Your Shades of Chic jewellery kit is there for the taking for £24.95. And of course, you see, be inspired by the likes of Rachel, be inspired by the likes of Natalia, and hopefully we get to see the results on the Wall of Fame. Right then, 172 is Stephanie Jones. Hello, Stephanie. She says, I've been making jewellery since March last year, and this is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. It's a necklace I made for my mother-in-law for Christmas, made from amethyst chips, frosted amethyst coins and clear quartz. I can honestly say finding Jewellery Maker and making jewellery has changed my life for the better. That's Stephanie Jones. Well, Stephanie, it's so nice to hear that. I know for a lot of people, jewellery making, it becomes a hobby and then instantly becomes so much more than that.
Oh, completely. It's great that it gives so much back, as well as you investing in these pieces of jewellery. You know, you're actually making other people happy and yourself
happy. Because I'm sure you've got a very happy mother-in-law, Stephanie. That's what I can say. I'm sure she was thrilled as her Christmas gift receiving that. So as you say, you get something, but actually that you can then give those rewards to other people as well and share the love. So congratulations, Stephanie. You're 172.
And we've got a bit of Kumahimo going on there on 174, and this is from Pauline in Cheshire.
Hi, Pauline.
And she says, hi all at JM. Nearly forgot to send my entry in for this week's Wall of Fame. All items were purchased from JM, the only place for the best jewellery making stash on the planet, and we didn't pay her to say that.
I was going to say, Pauline, we didn't even pay you there. And she's saying we're the best players.
My first necklace using Kumahimo. Woo! Well done, you. And wire wrapping, and hooked on both, and hope I win to feed my addiction to JM. Love to all, Pauline in Cheshire. Thank you, Pauline. That's brilliant.
Thank you, Pauline. We appreciate your comments. I've got and it's Gemma in Clacton-on-Sea. She says, hi everyone at Jewellery Maker from a snow-free Clacton-on-Sea. Oh, she says, it has melted and gone away. Lucky you. That's all I can say. She says, I bought these lac beads last year from Jewellery Maker and have finally got round to using them in a bracelet. I think they have turned out quite well. What do you think? Can JM give us more toggle clasps, please, rather than the ring clasps, which are so difficult to do up? Well, Gemma, we'll certainly do our best to do some more over the toggle clasps. I take that on board. I know for a lot of people, actually, the smaller, sometimes it just makes a little bit more of a simple look. If you're using some of the sea beads and things like that, the toggle clasps are just too overbearing. But I take your point, and I'll certainly do my best to try and send that on. And I agree. I think that works out gorgeous, actually. Those lac beads are brilliant.
Colours for the season. That yellow is in, that lovely sunflower colour.
See? Gemma's already on it. She's there.
She's on trend.
She's our fashion trender. Gorgeous.
Okay, and this is 173, and this is Sue in Falkirk in Scotland, and she says, hi to all at JM. This is my first ever entry to the Wall of Fame. welcome to the Wall of Fame, and you grace our wall with this beautiful creation.
Gorgeous.
She says, I hope you like them. I've used some of my stash, but findings and wire from JM. Thanks for looking. Oh, thanks for sending that in. So I love that. That's a happy piece, isn't it? That green always makes me happy.
Very nice. And I've got a little bit more of the richer tones and incredibly elegant jewellery.
Yeah,
175 is Alan. Hello, Mr. Fox. He says, hi all, the gang at Jewellery Maker. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame. Made both of the sets using the citrine and smoky quartz gems of distinction. The right-hand one has the single drilled citrine teardrops with smoky quartz seed beads between them, and the same gems for the earrings and the flower petal of smoky quartz. The left-hand one, I used 2 strands of double drilled citrine smoky quartz with again some smoky quartz seed beads and long tubes. They were different lengths, so it made it easy to form the curve to let it hang nicely around the neck. There's also a ring, extra earrings and a detachable pendant with the leftover gems. Hecky thump. The citrine really sparkles in the sun when it comes out. Hope you like it too. More gems of distinction in my stash to play with. Best wishes to all. Well, Alan, I can't wait to see what else you're going to come up with your strands of distinction, because if that's just one part of your stash...
No, he's got off to a good start in 2013.
Hasn't he just? Excelling.
Lovely, Alan.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So 175 you are, Alan. We have still plenty to look forward to. Don't forget about that gorgeous blue. I mean, the ultimate strand, I guess. Guys, do we have a quick shot of that? Just to quickly remind everybody it's coming. We've had loads of text messages just about this one strand, and it's not surprising because when you see it, you ooze.
You all want it, you know you do. Do you know that reminds me of polar bears in the Antarctic?
Of all the things I thought you were going to say reminded you of, the words polar bear were not going to come.
Standing on a piece of ice and all the lovely blue sea around him.
Gorgeous. And in fact, when I was in
not crazy.
When I was in Antarctica, right, I found it interesting that many when I was in Antarctica.
Oh, yes, you know.
Actually, too, just dropping
when I was in Redditch.
But it's interesting, the icebergs, when the compression of the ice comes together, that's the colour of it. Because when ice compresses, it goes a really bright blue.
Polar blue.
Yeah,
polar blue.
I didn't see any polar bears because that's Arctic rather than dry.
I'll show you a little polar bear.
Oh, your little mini polar. Oh,
see, it is Antarctica.
Look.
Is that
not
pretty?
Antarctica, Redditch.
Yeah.
Look, here's a little polar
so
bear.
sweet.
This is Ed, our manager's little boy.
Did you knit that hat, Ed?
Yes, I was knitting on Saturday morning before we went sledging.
He's a man of many talents.
He is. Maybe. We have a lot to look forward to straight after that. If you want to get involved in the Wall of Fame, we're going to tell you how. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
the most incredible qualities of colour. This is your Fashion Focus Colour Connection show. We have got some of the most exquisite strands today. We have been building up, we have been preparing, we have been ciphering many of our pieces that have been coming into the vaults. We've been taking them, putting them to one side for this show, including that extraordinary. This has got to be one of the most breathtaking strands of carnelian we've ever had here at Jewellery Maker. I mean, it truly has got textbook colours that are sitting within the world right now of fashion. This is a colour to look out for. It's going to be an amazing price point. Now, we talked with Natalia about getting colours together. Now, if I did that, you can see where I'm going. And then we did this with the neutral, didn't we? And we said, wouldn't that look lovely if we used a neutral against it? How about this then? See what I did there? See what I did there? It's like I've suddenly got the whole colour thing. It's like my brain has suddenly gone, ah, now by jingo, I get it. So, we're doing the carnelian later on, but let's just say it against the pearls. Would you have thought of this before? Would you have ever considered that? Because I don't know about you, but I would have probably thought about it and gone, oh, I'm not sure about it. But actually, when you see it, and certainly when you then see it in like the colour swatches, you know, this is all about trying something different, isn't it? And you've got that opportunity there to try something different and getting the results that are really going to make a difference. I mean, I'm just going to bring out my wardrobe. The colour. Right, the colour of my top, you may know that this is one of my tops. This is one of my, not very often do I get a bit of colour, but I'm just going to suggest if I had that and then put this pearls with the carnelian, what do you reckon to that? That looks great, doesn't it? That looks great.
Beautiful, isn't it?
You need to start getting your wardrobe out. You need to start like kind of exploring your wardrobe, because when I was looking at the colours of the season, I was thinking, oh, I want to have many colours of the season. And actually, when I started to investigate, I was like, oh, hang on a minute, I have got orange. Oh, I have got emerald green. Oh, yeah, I have got that colour. I literally found myself going, here's me thinking that I wasn't really into fashion, and yet I'm so wrong. And the thing is if you don't have the colour in your wardrobe, how do you do it? Get the gemstones, pick up the colour within your jewellery. That's how we do it, and we're going to do it in style. Yes, we are going to talk about now your incredible deals. Now, I'm going to really pick up the pace because I have got 10 strands. We have got our Stash It deals. These are limited available offers, but they are big deals to be had. Be fast, be furious, and be prepared. These will probably be blink and be gone. That's how serious we are talking about with these deals today. So let's start with our pearls. Let's really make sure that we get that pace to give you those chance to get incredible deals. But fastest fingers first. We have got, first of all, your beautiful peach pearls. There is that lovely soft subtlety about this, and often is the case, we talk about these pearls and we go, they're classic, they're timeless, they're traditional. Actually, let's talk about the here and now. They are bang on trend. They are bringing you the neutral palettes. I mean, literally, look at this, it says linen. On the Pantone colour chart of spring 2013, you just take that colour of linen and let me put against the pearls. What are you thinking? I'm thinking perfect. I'm thinking absolutely perfect. So if you want to get that perfection of colouring, then you need to get it now with your pearls. Classic, timeless, yes. Bang on trend, absolutely yes. 8 to 9, and we're going to go straight to lowest ever price. Not going to mess around on this one. No point in dilly-dallying. I have got limited of it. Now that's not straight down. But surely it should be. That should be where we stop. That should be straight to price, $14.95, but we're going to go a lot lower. $14.95. I don't know whether I dare say this, but I've only got 30 left in stock. 30 available and not $14.95. Oh! For the final 30, which has suddenly dropped to $27.95. I mean, 10, the moment we reveal that, I've got 10 just gone, whoop, out. I'm going, moving straight on. I've got to go on because that is going to be a seller. £7.95. I can't believe we've just dropped almost half price on that one. That's what the Stash It deals are all about. We are going to move straight on to another luxury piece, another feature. We've talked about neutral palettes of colour. Well, this is your neutral palette with a bit of dazzle as well. If you got that last kit, if you got that fantastic Shades of Chic kit, then this would be a lovely bonus because, of course, we got those faceted agate, and this would just add that similar lustrous quality. I tell you what, I would just restrand on a stretchy bracelet for something like this. Can you see how just easy that would be to wear?
How amazing is that? Isn't that just so beautiful? They caught my eye when I walked in the studio this morning. My eyes were on springs.
Doing. Limited stock again on this one. And again, you know, we've talked about using a neutral palette, and perhaps you just want to have just that simple black strand, or alternatively add a pop of colour. Perhaps you add the green that I've got coming up shortly. Look at this pop of colour. £8.95 is all you pay. Let's have the pop of orange colour. We've seen some beautiful colour pop, £8.95, absolute colour bang, £8.95. It's a bit of colour bang, I tell you, colour bang. I've got a bang of colour. Get over it, Vix. £8.95, black agate, faceted squares. They're 20mm. It's going, and it's gone. £8.95, straight on again. And we're sticking with size, because size makes a difference when it comes to jewellery. And take a look at this colour. And once more, we've got to remind you, we really are sticking with the principles of getting those colours. Look. Getting those colours of the season. Oh yes, you can see there you've got your jade, almost heading towards almost an emerald-like quality as well, isn't it? So this strand of your green aventurine, big strand at that, is going to be another statement of colour and texture for your jewellery making of spring 2013. You've got here 20... What? £7.45? For 500 carats of £7.45 for 500 carats. £7.45 for 500 carats. I mean, I can't say £7.45 for 200 carats these days. And now I'm saying £7.45 for 500 carats. That is absolutely incredible. Whether you're going to make these maybe hot rock, you know, you've got perhaps, you know, that hot rock centerpiece for the hand. I mean, that would be a statement solitaire. Make it a beautiful pendant, work it alongside some of the other, you know, use just one of those. I mean, there is a statement to be had from a strand like this. It's going to go a long, long way for £7.45. 500 carats for your Stash It deal. Congratulations. Straight on, and I'm moving on to, well, I've only shown you this one, and I know that there's not enough to go around. We were talking about some of the strands that we had coming up today before we came to air. This was one I went, yeah, and I went, okay, I'm excited, but I haven't got enough to go around. First come, first served on this. If I had more, I would put more to air. If I had the availability of 500, I'd put 500 to offer, but I don't. I haven't got anywhere near that quantity. This is a fantastic strand of your graduated plain cubes of green onyx. And when you see this, it is going to be onyxly one of the best prices we've ever done. Low stop. Sorry, Jack. I know. That £9.95 is all you pay. Your Stash It deals. I mean, look at those colours. Again, if you do not have the budget to stretch to emerald, but you want emerald green for your colour coordination of the spring collection, this is it. This is it. If this is the colour that you are looking for, but you don't, as I say, budget for emerald, you probably would need 5 or 6 times that to get a strand like this in emerald. I mean, literally, we'd be talking at £40, £50 for emerald of this calibre colour. But actually, instead, £9.95 for your green onyx graduated plain rounds. 4 to 7 millimetre. There is so much going on there. If you want to join us, the number's out at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget, it is a free phone number that you're dialing, and that free phone number means that we're asking you to invest your time, not your money, with us on those lines. And you will find queues today. It's a busy, busy day. It is the time to buy, though. This is the opportunity. You make the most of it. And of course, 1 P&P for the whole day. And on stash it deals like this, once you made your purchase once, keep adding, make the most of it. I mean, every strand that we've got here, I've got ruby coming up here. Just to tell you, I've got ruby as well. So if you want to go for poppy reds, bang, we've got it. If you're going to go for emerald greens, we've got it. If you're going for citrus yellows, we've got it for you. I mean, the colours are really exciting for spring and summer, and we've got a full range here that highlights just how exceptional. We're in January, therefore it feels like we must always give you the chance to own January's birthstone. Your stash it deals, your garnet drop style nuggets, they are 7x6 to 16 by 12 millimetre. An amazing, amazing saturation of colour. I mean, literally like a bottle of red wine. And we all like a bottle of red wine every now and then, don't we?
I thought you were going to say every night.
Every night? No, yeah. How well you know me, Natalia. How well you know me. We have got here, look, I find it, you know, it's hard to stay awake at night anyway. Put the kids to bed and I kind of want to put myself to bed at 8 o'clock, you know what I mean? Children just... Ed, my manager who's just been in, he's just said, he's exactly the same, just can't keep your eyes open. You sit down and you put the kids to bed and you kind of go, right, I should be getting on. Oh, that's it. The battery just kind of goes. You've got here limited stock. I've been told it does get. I have been told that it does. Oh, what? £6, genuine garnet, January birthstone. The time to buy is now for this gem, and it's £6.95. I tell you what, a bottle of red wine costs more than that these days. And how long does it last? Huh.
1 night.
Half an hour. £6.95. What are you nodding like that, Jack? £6.95. My reputation precedes me. We have got less than £7. Think about that as a bottle of red wine, and think about what you've got in terms of wearability, styleability, longevity of wear from your jewellery. You know, garnet isn't a short-term gemstone. It's a long-term gemstone for your collection. It's the type of gem that can work with silver and with gold. It's the type of gemstone has kudos for your jewellery making. You know, when you say garnet, people have an instant recognition to it. And when you say garnet, people don't think synthetic, they go genuine gemstone. Therefore, they don't expect it to be £6.95. We are part of the Genuine Gemstone Company here at Jewellery Maker. And the whole thing is that if it's called the Genuine Gemstone Company, it does what it says on the tin, the real deal or not at all. And this is the real deal, £6.95, straight on.
Very nice.
Oh my, oh. See, I'm just looking at that, I'm going, now then, would I have it there? Would I have it there? I'd have it everywhere. We have got here, oh, blimey, 600 carats of rose quartz. Now, I know there will be a lot of people who are instantly wanting this offer, but I'll tell you now, with these stash it deals, I don't have hundreds. I'm literally talking double-figure quantities. So if you see it and you want it, you have got to be quick to react to it. No doubt about it. Now, what I haven't done, I'm going to just stop the pace for 1 second, guys, because what I haven't done today is told everybody about something special that's happening at around about 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So 11 and 12 o'clock, I've got something happening, and I'm telling you now, because if you get the rose quartz, I've got something rather exciting to show you as you're... Listen, I love it, Jack. I love Jack actually just went like that. He did do a little gasp. I've got the most amazing mystic quartz coming your way. Has anybody got a fan? I mean... I've got, so, right, The Mystic Quartz is coming up in, right, an hour, or let's say 45 minutes time. I want to give you be specific because I know there'll be a lot of people who have seen that and will go on, hang on, don't start showing me things that I don't know when it's coming up. Okay, I'm like that. If I see something, I want to know when it is, so I make sure I'm watching. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you the specifics. 45 minutes time, Mystic Quartz. Amazing, absolutely incredible. Mystic Quartz, 45 minutes time. Absolutely. But I tell you what, let's give you the rose, because if you're going to get the rose quartz, you want the Mystic. If you get the Mystic, you want the rose quartz. Let's do it then. Let's give you $14.95. Your rose quartz, 600 carats for $14.95. Phone lines. Whew. Literally, if you're on the web, we are talking serious deals to be had. Our stash it deals are fast, they're furious, but they're limited stock. Limited stock is not just us making you buy, it's limited stock because we don't want you to miss out. I am a stickler for saying what is the truth and don't say anything other. The truth is, this is a restricted stock offer, and when you say it and you see it and you want it, you buy it now, otherwise you could miss out. £14.95. Huge. I mean, large nuggets, excess large. I mean, these are bold statements. These could be solitaires on their own behalf. Literally, these could be just single pieces on their own and a single chain. You know, we do meters of chain in our kits. Get a meter of chain, just use half that meter and create one centerpiece. One of those, a pendant, bang, you've got an amazing piece of jewellery. $14.95 is all you pay. Huge look. The size of these 16 by 12 to 26 by 19 millimetre. We're not talking small, we're talking statement. I'm in single quantity figure. Okay, it's going to be out, it's going to be out. Now, again, when we start to talk about colour, and I stayed in the building till about, actually probably till about midnight last night, and then I went shopping, because I realised, I'm one of those people that gets something in my head and I go, okay. So I realised that I had all of the colours of the season apart from one colour, which was purple. Right, like a lavender, and I thought, look, I've got all of these are all of my clothes, right, and I realised I didn't have a purple, so I went to the shop at 12 o'clock last night, midnight last night. I came away from the building because I've done all my work for tonight and doing it for today and prepped and everything, and then I thought I need to go and get a purple something, so I've got the full colour of the rainbow. So at midnight last night, I went to the 24-hour shop to go and no.
Wow.
I went, yeah, I did. That's exactly where I went. I went to the Big T. I went to the Big T, and I was there midnight last night. And I could see people, because literally, it's like, there's nobody around, and I'm like that. I was on a mission. Purple. I need purple. That's it. So, but actually, when I was thinking about it, I was thinking, when I look at a colour palette like this, I think about citrus. I think about like that real zest, that energy. I think spring and summer, you go for little bleating lambs. You think of a little bit of sunshine and the grass is green, and you think fresh, don't you? And I know it's really hard to associate at the moment because we're white and it's quite dreary outside and it's cold. It's really hard to connect to that, but hang in, we're nearly there. We're nearly on the edge of springtime. We're clawing our way to springtime. And if we're going to do that, this is springtime. This is springtime in amber. I love amber. I love amber. Do you know that this gemstone, and then if you're going to talk about genuine gemstones and their historic prestige, this is the gemstone you've got to talk about, because do you know that amber can take you up to 50 million years old? Did you know that? The range of amber, they explored this. Now, there's a spectroscopic analysis machine. And these one machines, and they design a spectroscopic analysis machine for a certain job to expose the element of the gemstone, or certainly the chemical crystal formation or the organic formation. Is this it? This is it. This is the last of it. Okay, this is the last of what we've got, right? We are trying to get more, but it looks like we've got, that's it. It's so difficult to get hold of. But do you know that this gemstone, they had to buy a specific spectroscopic analysis machine to find out the age of it. Up to 50 million years old. extraordinary. I mean, you literally have got your own unique Mother Nature's natural organic stone. There are not many organic stones, you know, you're literally talking about a handful within the jewellery industry, and this is one of them. It is a piece of history that we're offering you here. It has without any doubt some of the most springtime colours that we have got, and it's going to go to less than £10. Are you joking me? Do it. It's £9.95.
That's just silly, isn't it?
Do you know? About 2 years ago, I was at a craft fair at one of our local castles, and as you do, but we have quite a lot of castles in the northeast because there was quite a lot of invasions. So takers, no you won't, yes we will, no you won't. There's quite a lot of that going on. Doesn't change, it still happens. The thing is that when you start to talk about craft fairs and things like that, I remember seeing a whole stall. One lady was selling some beautiful amber jewellery, but the prices, we were talking like £40–50 for like one pair of earrings. That's amber commanding a price point. It was sitting in silver, it was lovely, but £9.95.
I know.
It's going to be a sellout. It's going to be a sellout.
Crazy.
Talking of sellout. Talking of a sellout. When you start to talk about collector's gemstones, when you start to talk about designer jewellery, when we start to really establish the facts of what gemstones sell, what has the prestige, the regard, the regality, the must-have, this is one gemstone that without any doubt, world over, I'm not talking about locally, I'm not talking even, you know, UK, I'm not talking about GB, I'm literally saying worldwide acclaim. This gemstone is the one for you. If you want your jewellery to have status above any other strand, this is the one today. This is the must-have. This is the most exceptional Indian ruby. Yes, we're talking ruby. And if you were to ask, I genuinely do say globally, give me a red gemstone, what would the answer be? Has to be ruby, right? Many people might think of garnet, but the first answer off the tip of the tongue would be ruby. You know, if you watch that programme that's called Pointless, right, you wouldn't choose the answer ruby, would you? Because everybody would be like a 99%, everybody would say the word ruby, right? You quite simply, you don't understand that programme. You need to try and get the pointless answer, so you want to get the least obvious answer rather than the most obvious. This is the most obvious answer to a red gemstone. It's almost like the opposite to family fortunes. We have got an absolute deal for you on ruby. A world-renowned gemstone, a gemstone that has so much illusion of beauty about its intensities, its drama, its passion, its integrity. You know, this is, without any doubt, when you walk into a designer boutique, a centerpiece to the shop window. A centerpiece within the designer world, and you've got the chance to work with it for less than £20. It is an amazing stash it deal. And you know, when you start to look at a strand like this, we've got to remind ourselves that these are few and far between here at Jewellery Maker. You know, I'm not going to stand here in 3 weeks' time and be able to present another strand like this. I'd like to think I would be able to in maybe a month or two, but I'm not going to be able to do this on a week-to-week basis. Why? Because it's just not that easy to get hold of this calibre of gemstone and be able to offer it at this price point. And we understand pricing is very important to jewellery makers. You got to be really, really savvy. And one of the biggest things is that we try to make sure that within our range of gemstones, we also give you that incredible price point. But that doesn't come easy. That doesn't come to a penny for ruby. That's why if you want it, you buy it now. I mean, certainly coming into, you know, the bridal season, ruby is going to be a fantastic additional gemstone. And certainly it's got that boldness about it that just adds that richness and that intensity of texture. To think of this as an under £20 price point, that's extra special. That really is an extra special look. And of course, let's not forget, poppy red, ruby red is one of the big colours for the Pantone colours of spring 2013. Pantone being a brand that kind of almost they dictate what's happening in the seasonal colours year on year. And as you can see there, I mean, if you're perhaps like me, not really great at wearing bright colours, I've got one red dress which my husband made me buy many years ago. I've got one red dress and this is it. This is the red. The only red I have in my wardrobe is this one. Honestly, this is the only red colour I have in my wardrobe. But if you're like me and perhaps your mind is going, oh, I don't think I could do red, I don't think I could do that, get ruby. I mean, get a gemstone that's not just about spring or summer, but actually get a gemstone that's about a lifetime of wearability. Ruby certainly has that prestige. 1995 is all you pay. Congratulations. Another amazing, oh my goodness me, the ruby with the amber. Now here's an interesting one, because again, when you start to explore colours, you say to us, colour blocking and being quite adventurous with colour, you know, try it, see how it goes. I mean, look at that as a combination.
Yeah, and we haven't touched yet on colours that actually go together, technically.
No, we haven't.
So
we haven't even explored
that is getting into that territory there.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
Colours that blend and colours that contrast.
Yes, yes.
We'll explore that. We're going to explore that. For those of you who've just tuned in, really nice to have your company. This is Fashion Focus here on Jewellery Maker. The Fashion Focus, it's number one. We're going to do one monthly. Fashion Focus today is Colour Connections. I think next month is going to be Classic Connections. I think we've also got Continental Connections. So you get the idea. We're going to do one monthly and explore different avenues of how we can really make the difference to our jewellery within Fashion Focus terms. Talking about Fashion Focus, these are really focused on incredible glamour, beautiful drops. I'm going to tell you now, in terms of stock, this is one of the lowest stocks that we've got of the day. This is one of the most limited stocks of the day. And quite simply, not enough to go around. I mean, that's not me thinking, that's me knowing there's not enough to go around of these. These are faceted drops of your pyrite. If you got the last kit with those gorgeous pyrite faceted seed beads, imagine just having the seed beads interceding within those drops. I mean, that would be an exquisite look, wouldn't it? If you want to join us, you have got here your 12 by, does that say 12 or 13? Beg your pardon. What does it say, guys? 13, thank you. 13 by 10 millimetre drops, your pyrite faceted drops. You're getting 240 carats. It's that real sense of, and you know, in some ways, metallic is a neutral colour. You know, metallic and those golden, using your silver or your gold. Really important to appreciate that actually findings and strands like this could be part of a neutralising of other colours.
Interesting fact to do with pyrite,
yes,
is it's a pewter colour, and pewter is neither silver nor gold and therefore suits all skin tones. It's really helpful to know when you're selling jewellery.
I mean, that's why we love her. That's the kind of, I mean, do you know what? Why do we sell gemstones when we've got a gem right there? Do you know what I mean? She's priceless though, we couldn't sell her. We couldn't, she's priceless.
I know you can.
I was hoping you would say that.
I'm talking about the shipping you couldn't afford.
That's not true, I know that. We have got here a fantastic deal, your pyrite faceted drops. Literally to go with all skin tones, as Natalia's just explained to us, $9.95. Well, I did say to you, limited stock. I said this is one of the smallest stocks that we've got of the day, and yet we've just dropped that price tag to $9.95. It's going to be fast and furious for the rest of the day. If we've got deals like this coming our way, there's not going to be enough to go around, surely. Well, we're not stopping there. We're not stopping at $9.95. Your pirate that sell out naturally and already should be. It's one of those kind of days. Jack is holding his head in horror, literally. Our mime artist Jack. He's up for an Emmy, you know, he's up for an Emmy. $6.95. Let's find out what Mime Jack thinks of that. Miming Jack, what do you think of that? Truthfully, I have no idea. thinks of that. I can't interpret that kind of... I can't know what I'm on. Interpretive dance here on Jewellery Maker. £6.95. £6.95. Text us in if you want Jack to mime something. Oh, that'd be funny. That would be funny. £6.95. Oh, Jack, that was. I'd use the word good, but that would be wrong. £6.95.
You can't breathe now.
Surreal. That's the word. That was surreal. £6. Imagine if somebody's never seen Jewellery Maker and just tuned in at that very price tag, as they've got somebody doing this. Imagine. They literally would just keep going, yeah, I'm not going to stop there. Well, I tell you what, they would definitely stop. And if you have just tuned in, lovely to have your company. A bit of fun and frolics here at Jewellery Maker, but also very serious about what we do. And what we do here is bring you top quality, genuine gemstones and inspiration for jewellery making, including all of the findings and all of the ways to get involved into this amazing hobby with genuine gemstones. We don't do synthetics here. It's all about the real deal. And this is the real deal. This is a feature strand, some of the finest faceting work I have ever seen us do. I don't know how close we can get, but for me, this is quite simply textbook faceting. Absolutely exceptional quality. Look at that. I mean, what we've got to remember, every one of those individual diamonds, each one of those kite cuts is actually hand placed. I mean, I can't even think about how many. You've probably got 100, 200 facets per gem. Now on a standard diamond cut, so you know your brilliant round cuts, you get 57 facets. I'm suggesting you're probably going to get at least 200 to 300 facets on each one of those stones. I mean, that just shows you the luxury and the indulgence of time, because this is not just about getting the resulting gemstones, it's about indulging and how long it takes to facet each one of these stones that we need to appreciate for the price you're about to get this strand for. Absolutely exceptional quality. I mean, whether you're just going to go for a very simple bracelet, I mean, that strand really would be a luxury bracelet. 75 carat citrine strand. I mean, imagine just that. That's it. What else do you need? You don't need a little simple silver clasp, something like that. Of course, I'm saying silver because the quality of this strand I do think needs to be silver, but that's just my thought process on it. Citrine graduated faceted rounds. They are 5 to 10 millimeter, and your price tag, well, we've not been messing around with prices all day today. I mean, I've done strands for £3.50. I've done strands at £15.90. I mean, we should be pushing these at, without any doubt, 25 plus. I mean, should be 25 easily with the qualities of each one of these faceted gemstones. I mean, I've been lucky enough and privileged enough to be able to watch an individual gemstone being faceted like this. And all I'll say to you is that when you watch the artistry and the skill and the time that it takes, absolutely extraordinary. And if we start to think about, you know, how you would work this into your fashion colours, you know, this is another springtime look. This is your lemon zest, and lemon zest is another Panettone colours that are coming through within the colour chart at the moment. I mean, just look at that. Look at that, look at that. And you see, the thing is, the nicest thing about citrine is there's that spring and summer, it's got that real sense of vibrancy. Put it then against smoky quartz or a richer, darker colour, it goes straight into autumn and winter. So you've got a really versatile gemstone. We're not talking about wearing this for a short period of time. This is about longevity. And of course, with making your own jewellery, you actually have the chance to summer look with the citrine, and then you've got spring and summer done, spring and summer's finished, autumn and winter comes in, and hey presto, you've got your autumn and winter with your perhaps your more of your richer tones of like your smoky quartz. This is a spectacular opportunity. $15.95 is all you pay. I have got a limited stock offer. If you want to join me, now's the time to do so. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, 21 gemstones for $15.95. That's working out at around about 70 pence each. I think I'm right if my maths is around about right. Around about 70 pence per gemstone. I mean, each one of those, would you ever expect to see a solitaire of that distinction for 70 pence? 70 pence. I mean, tune into our sister channel of Gems TV. Look at the price of citrine when it sits in silver, a solid. You could be expecting 20, 30, 40 pounds for that kind of pricing. And yet, we're talking 70 pence. Not 50 pounds, not 40 pounds, not pounds at all. Pence we're talking about. Absolutely incredible. Price research, that's always the best way to be in my mind, because then you can buy with the knowledge of knowing you've got great value for money. And that's what you've got there for £15.95. If you've got a phone in your hand, congratulations. If you don't, I have got a handful left. So if you want this strand, yours for the taking. 0800 644 655 is your free phone number. Of course, join us on the web, but if you're joining on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com, Jack, mime Jack, what do you have to do? Come here, mime Jack. What do you have to do? If you've bought on the web, what do you have to do? Check it out. £15.95 is all you pay. It is your Fashion Focus show with me, Vicki. Great to have your company today. Just to remind you, coming up, we have got some blinding offers. It's the first time I've shown you it close up, but I think you're going to fall in love with it instantly. Never seen anything like this. I have never seen. This is going to sell out in seconds. I hate to say that straight away. I hate to say sell out, but I mean, I can't say anything other than that. It's the most extraordinary strand. It's just enchanting. It is truly enchanting. I've not one of us. I mean, there's been probably about 10 people, maybe actually a dozen people in our studio, you know, people who nipping in and out, etc. Our floor, obviously, you've got Claire, we've got Jack, we've got Tom. Every one of us has looked at this strand with some kind of adoration. It's truly magnificent. It's coming up later on in the show. I did make a promise, and I'm looking at the clock, and I did make a promise. You've probably got about half an hour to go. That's it. Half an hour to go for me to be able to bring you. Oh, look at that strand. Mystic quartz. Now, we've talked about the colours of the season in terms of individuals, but we haven't talked about one of the big looks at the moment. It's called Shades of a Rainbow. Quite simply, in terms of the big brands like your Burberrys, your Yves Saint Laurents, your Gucci's, a beautiful, beautiful shading of colour. So say, for example, you take the shade of dark pinks shading through to lighter pinks, then you'll get shading of blues from darker blues to lighter blues. This Mystic Quartz is almost reflecting one of the big seasonal looks, rainbow shades. That's what we've got for you coming up. It's one of the largest and certainly one of the most exciting strands of Mystic we have had for a very long time. I mean, I think I'm writing history here in terms of Jewellery Maker Mystic. Looking forward to that. Now, we did 2 fantastic early bird offers today, and we started off with one of my favourite colours. This, I'm not sure why I sang that, but I thought I would. You've got here amethyst, apatite. You're talking here about this incredible richness of colour. I mean, oceanic, dramatic, dynamic. If you see this as yours, you know what you've got to absolutely appreciate, that we have taken an early bird price perspective on this. And for those of you who will watch on a regular, what an early bird is it is literally us showing you what the show is going to be made up of. Basically, you're setting our stall out. It's the first offer of the day, and in my mind, the first offer of the day almost has to be the best offer of the day. You know, literally getting us going and going, look at what we're made of, look at what we can do. Early bird deal is something that really sets us out for what the day is going to be about. Apatite of this calibre you'll have seen for £12+ before. You might have seen it drop to £10.95 if you're lucky, but a full strand, this is not a half strand, this is not a half strand, a full strand of apatite launched this morning at £7.95. Now, normally we'd be doubling the price for half the strand. I mean, literally, you'd be paying £14+ for half of that strand. That's what apatite is about. But today, your early bird, as I say, setting the stall of what this fashion focused colour show is all about. £7.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web, and again we will explore more and more about the colours that are going to be seen within the fashion world, and one of those big colours is sitting here right now. You have got the colour of the season available for less than £8. Queues on the lines, and rightly so, people instantly accepting that this is a deal. If you didn't join us right early in the morning, then the good news is as we are recapping, but of course while we have stock available, it's there for the taking. But once it's gone, it has gone. I cannot do anything about it. If you don't pick up the phone early enough, if you don't join us on the web early enough, I can't do anything about it once it's gone. I mean, if you think about adding colour to your wardrobe, that's the colour that you need. That is the colour that you want, £7.95. And of course, thinking about qualities of strands like this one, genuine gemstones of that quality really do need sterling silver findings, don't they? They dictate it. It's not like kind of a will I, won't I. They almost say, have to, got no option. I'm a great quality. You need to give me great quality sterling silver findings. And you're going to get 100 of them. That's it, 100 of them for one price tag. 100 crimp beads. Now, crimp beads, for those of you who are just learning about jewellery making, what are they? They're little mini tubes, and those tubes as a fantastic way to bring your jewellery, hold your jewellery together like that. Now, this is really about adding the potential value to your jewellery. You know, the simple fact is sterling silver has kudos. Lots of people wonder what 925 is all about. Where's the 925 from? 92.5% pure silver sits within sterling silver. That's why it's got that indication. Now, many is the time that lots of people will see this classification as sterling silver, but don't get that 95 percentage. Is a little bit of a discrepancy. We give you the real deal. If we're going to call it sterling silver, you will be getting 92.5% pure silver. If you're going to get that luxury finish to your jewelry, if you really want to get that kudos, that quality, you can do so. You could do so right now. A phenomenal opportunity, a fantastic deal. If you want to join us, now's the time to do so. Your price tag for 100. I was going to say, I'm sure we said less than 7 pence each. We did. Less than 7 pence each. Less than 7. Sterling silver for less than 7 pence. And when you start to think about how we use sterling silver, it really is an incredible thought process. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, if I just show you, just in principle, for those of you who are just learning about jewellery making, and if you are, join me at 8 o'clock every morning, because there's a new show that runs called New to Jewellery Maker. It's an hour show dedicated about introducing to jewellery making in terms of terminologies, how you get the basic techniques to you. And of course, when you're starting to talk about crimp beads, it's as simple as this. It brings it together, it fastens it like so. You need these in your life. £6.95. Then of course, just to remind you, if you are buying from us for the first time today, you do get a free tutorial booklet and DVD. Let me just quickly show you that now, because for those of you who are looking at these finds going, but what do they do and how do they do it? This is the answer. Your tutorial booklet will tell you all of the essentials that you need to know, not just but actually all about technique. This is almost like your recipe book for making your cakes. You know, it shows you all of the various techniques. It then takes you to a little bit more of you know, exploring projects and things like that. But as you can see, it takes you to how you use a jump ring, how you create link loops, and how you use your pliers and making a lobster claw clasp. All of those things are part of this booklet. It's called Get Started, and as I say, it comes free of charge with your first purchase with us. We back it up with a DVD as well. I know, free of charge. You don't have to pay for it apart from make your first purchase with us. Get Started DVD as well that you get free of charge. So get started with us. It's a fantastic way. And as I say, we've got a dedicated show for anybody who is interested. So again, if you know somebody and you're already into jewellery making and they've kind of broached this subject, they've thought about it, they've talked about it, but they haven't done anything about it, send them to 8 o'clock on Jewellery Maker every morning. We have a repeat weekly show that really does take them the basics. We make it affordable, everything for under £30. Get started into jewellery making for under £30. 8 o'clock every morning. I hope that I have your company there. And as I say, it's just about inspiring. We were talking about it in the Why Work course yesterday, and I was saying, you know, I think jewellery making is such an passion. I think for a lot of people, when you start to adventure into it, it becomes so much more than just a hobby. And I don't think that we want to close that off and just go, oh, this is us. I actually want to go, let's get more people. Let's have it. I don't know one jewellery maker isn't absolutely lovely. So I just want more people to feel that vibe and get that fantastic, you know, that real sense of achievement when you've got beautiful jewellery. So 100 of those crimp beads, as I say, solid sterling silver for £6.95. And it's a hobby that's affordable, I think. You know, many hobbies you have to invest a lot of money. I mean, we do kits for less than a tenner. We do toolkits for less than £10. Essential toolkits at that, you know, all of the tools you need to get started for less than a tenner. So it's one of those things that I just say, we will make it as affordable as we possibly can and make it as enjoyable and fun. That's why we've got Miming Jack today, you know. He's looking, he's going like that. He's not even going to talk. For the rest of the day, Jack, you can't talk, you have to mime everything. Right then, we have, shall we do some findings? Because we've done some great gemstones, we've talked about colour, we've talked about that, but actually what we haven't done is bringing them together with our findings. So what shall we begin with? Where shall we go? Shall we do with some shepherd hooks, guys? Yeah? Let's do our shepherd hooks. Now, shepherd hooks, we've already seen today how easy it is to make a pair of earrings with Natalia. Shepherd hooks, like this. I mean, genuinely, all you need to do is take one gemstone that we've given you the chance to own today, one of them, and create a pair of earrings. Can I just say, I've just looked over and I've gone, hang on a minute, take one gemstone, restrand, and imagine that as a pair of earrings. Or dare I, and I'm going to do it anyway, I dare, take one gemstone and imagine that as a pair of drop earrings. Yes, please. You need the findings though. If you want the earrings, you want that glamorous look, you want that simple wearability from your jewellery, this is the way we do it. Now, once more, these are sterling silver, so for anybody who has any kind of allergy reactions to coated jewellery, coated metals, then this is perfect for you. This is 925 sterling silver with no coating. You have here 10 pairs, so 20 pieces in total, 10 pairs of sterling silver shepherd hooks. Size are 16 by 10 millimetre, and your price tag for 10 pairs, unmissably good. That for 10 pairs, less than 80 pence each. Less than 80 pence a pair for sterling silver. We're going to have to reorder. Tell you what, I don't think we're going to. I think that this might potentially be another sellout, and I don't like saying that on air because the simple fact is, as I want everybody to have the chance to get these. If you're watching on repeat, make sure you pick up the phone early today. There's so many big offers going on. It is first come, first served. I'm sure you could appreciate that. £7.95. Two like this, just with a simple single drop from a gemstone for £7.95. Phone lines are very busy. I've got queues on the lines, but queues that we are processing as fast as we possibly can. And of course, we do answer your phone calls in strict rotation. Looks like it's a goner. Congratulations. Less than 80 pence a pair of sterling silver shepherd hooks there. Ooh. Now then, let's do something big because my daughter and I, the other day, my husband was going off to work, my husband works away. My daughter and I we were just doing a little bit of craft and we were just playing together. And we had some little beads that had carvings on them. And we decided to make my husband a little key ring, just for him to take away, right? And we'd made up a little words, you know, we love daddy and that kind of thing. And we made it on a key ring. And my husband now has it on his car key ring. And every time I look at it, it makes me smile. Because like it's that thing that you make, but you see all the time, that is not jewellery, but actually, pardon? Oh, okay. Sorry, I've just been told the quantity, and of course quantity is really important. Yeah, right, you're gonna have to start calling now. You are gonna have to start calling now, because even with deals like this next one, please understand that we are doing everything we can to get more into our stock. We are working so hard to reorder and reorder. We can't keep up with the demand at the moment in some of our findings, but I think that's because our prices are so good that in principle, like every time you see it, they fly out. Look at this. So I'm just thinking that, as I say, just something as simple as doing a large keyring with just a nice little simple gemstone drop. So if you wanted to just extend and look into it, add that quality finish to whatever aspect of gemstone play you're doing, you know, whether you're going to make a nice centerpiece. I mean, that would be a very contemporary clasp for wire workers. You know, anybody who saw some of the big feature jewellery that Rachel made yesterday, you know, Rachel was making some wire work pieces that almost like works of art, but they were very big, they were quite bold looks, and I was thinking, actually, you know, you need a heavy clasp to hold a heavy piece of jewellery. You've got that here, so there's a lot of versatility with these. They're large. Anybody who earlier on we had one of our Wall of Fame saying the bolt ring clasps are a bit too small and fiddly for me. Not anymore. You've got the lobster claw option. These are not fiddly, they're not small, they're easy access, and if you want them, you're going to get 10 of these for one price tag. Stainless steel lobster claw clasps, 10 for £7.95. We've done it again. It's less than 80 pence each. Less than 80 pence each. And if you went to your local, I don't know, craft shop or somewhere like that, they'd probably be charging you £2 for one of those. They're charging £1.50. Either way, I doubt very much they'd be charging you 79 pence. I can be fairly confident in that fact. I cannot believe. I mean, we've just got to remember that we are doing big offers, big deals. How do we do it? Lots of people ask that question. How do you do prices like other places that can't? Simple fact is that we have buying power. We buy in bulk. We do our best to buy in larger quantities. And of course, we all know in economic terms, if you're buying in larger quantity, every one of those individual pieces becomes a lower price point. £7.95 is all you pay. Congratulations, your lobster claw clasps. 10 of them for less than £8. 79 pence-ish. Straight on to, let's go. Let's do some sterling silver again. Let's go sterling silver. I love sterling silver. I love it because I think it just adds that kudos. I think your jewellery just has that added oomph, and when you're getting such amazing strands like we've got today in our strands of distinction, you know, you've got some real feature gemstones here. I think the silver almost is a must-have. You know, in some ways it's dictated by the quality, really, isn't it? So you're getting here your open jump rings, another limited stock offer. Sorry about that, but you know, I'm not sorry about the pricing. I'm not going to apologise that these are a very popular deal. What I am going to say is that it's first come, first served on this one, because this is one of our smaller quantities in our findings range at the moment. We have put another order in for our jump rings, but I don't know when they're going to be next in stock. So it is a case of, if you want it, come and grab it. 95 sterling silver. Your jump rings, 20 sterling silver jump rings for £8.95. I know they should be more expensive than that. I know for a fact we should be taking that at a higher price tag. But now is the time to buy. £8.95 limited stock offer. Queues on the lines again. People buying. If you want to join us and you're buying on the web today, please do remember you need to check out your basket. You need to check out that basket. Am I moving straight on? Oh, straight on. My goodness me, that was quick. Sterling silver jump rings flying out the door there. Shall we do some oh, filigree work is extraordinary. Oh, just take. Now, don't go devaluing these. I've got a conversation going on in my ear right now, right, between Ed, my manager, and Laura, my producer, going, can we go lower? Can we take that? I'm stepping in. I don't do it very often, but I'm stepping in and saying, let's not devalue something of this quality. I'm going to stop now. I'm stopping the... I know. Yeah, so they're all in my ear. They're saying quite simply, we want to give great value for money. Now, that's a fact. You tune into Jewellery Maker, you want fact, right? This is the price you should be paying. And when you see the filigree work, when you see the intricacy of detail, I mean, that is ornate craftsmanship. This is silver work of high detail. We've got to really appreciate the fact of quality here. The price tag should be £9.95, and that's the price tag I would be happy to put to wear. And as you know, we're about to break the rules. We're about to take silver. I mean, literally, I think we're about to take the... Do you know what? We're about to go literally red figures on our screen. This, I can't believe we're about to... Right, trust me, for those people who are looking for the biggest deal of the day, if you are looking for the ultimate deal of the day, this is it. It does not get better than this. This is your deal. This is an... Hang on, phone's going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, stop, 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 stop. Really? Okay, £9.95 your price tag. Ed and Laura sitting there saying, let's take it down. Paula, literally, boss, manager, the person who has all that says, take it lower. We're going even lower. We were going to do £6.95. Forget it. £5.95. When should we? When would we? We wouldn't is the answer. You're going to get it now. £5.95. That is quite simply the biggest. This is the person who can make all decisions. She makes the decision. Paula. I mean, even Ed. Ed's our manager, and he says £6.95. We put to wear £6.95. No, we don't. No, we don't. Paula, our boss, allows us a one-off opportunity. £5.95. Solid sterling silver, filigree connectors. Absolutely. The phone lines have gone like Mount Etna. They have erupted. I tell you what, this is serious. £5. They've gone. They've gone. They've gone. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. That's just what the deals are. You've got to be quick on these deals. You've got to be quick. Shall we go for some nice rose gold? Let's go for some rose gold. Ah, now then. Now these are really interesting because these really add detail to your jewellery making. They have got a little stamp, and I don't know whether... Claire? Nah, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? She's there. Look. Oh, she's moving closer. Claire's on camera. Look at how close she's got. Oh, I can smell her perfume. She smells lovely. Look at this. What have you got on? Oh, nice. Beautiful. Oh, Claire smells lovely today. Take a look. I'm going to just show you the back of it. Oh, no. Or I'm just going to fling it across. I never was good at that. You remember that game, Operation, where you have to, like, kind of go in and then take out the... I'm rubbish at that. I'm literally on air playing Operation. No, it is smelling. Claire got a bit of a shock there. Ed like tiptoed and started smelling. Claire.
Oh, Claire, the things you do.
I tell you what. She does smell good though, doesn't she? Delicious, exactly. Take a look at this. Oh. Now, Claire's going to get really, really close. Oh, will it do it? Yeah. Camera says no to that, doesn't it? Claire's going to move a little bit. See if we can. I want to see if we can show you. There's a stamp here that says 925. Can you see it? 925. That's the stamp of approval. That means you're getting the real deal. 925 sterling silver. Every one of these has that little mark, that engraving on it that gives you the kudos of 9. And imagine your jewellery when you're selling it or giving it as a gift, and you can say, oh, I work with 925, and somebody goes, do you? How can you prove that? There you've got it, 925. You've got the engraving. Oh, thanks, guys. 925. You're a star. You've got here a fantastic opportunity. 10 of these these rose gold plated solid sterling silver clamp shell crimps. Now literally they clamp over your crimp, and then it has a little additional thing so you can link on if you want to then do another addition of perhaps adding a strand, etc. So there's a real bonus to these. There's a versatility in utilizing them. You've got here your limited stock. Limited stock. We've done it again, haven't we? We've done it again. 10 of these clamps that we're bringing you for £7. So we're going for less than 80 pence again. What's the theme of a show? £7.95, less than 80 pence each that we're talking about. Going to add that luxury, of course. Rose gold is massive in the jewellery industry at the moment. I mean, huge, isn't it? I mean, you really are looking at something, going for those more softer, subtle tones of metallic qualities. £7.95 is all you pay. Your rose gold plated solid sterling silver clamp crimp covers. I know, try and say that after a bottle of red wine. £7.95. A bottle, a glass, a sniff these days. A sniff of red wine for me and I'm out. £7.95 is all you pay. Congratulations to you. Fantastic. Now then. Now that is beautiful. That is just beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that just exquisite? I mean, as a centerpiece to the neckline, we've done some great smaller strands already today. You know, maybe even if you've just bought some of our seed beads over the past couple of weeks, you know, using something just delicate to add like a chain of pearls or a chain of gemstones, and then that as your center pendant, adding true luxury to your jewelry making. It's come up as price slash on there, my guys. That's because you're going to do a price slash. Brilliant. I was thinking it's a graphical error. No, it's not. We're doing a price slash. It's solid sterling silver. You're again filigree flower here, adding true luxury to your jewellery making. £10.95 is the price you should be paying. And for those of you who know our jewellery standards and know our £10.95 is absolutely affordable and absolutely right, but it's not the price you're paying today. Your price slash £10.95, £9.95, £8.95, £7.95. What a stylish look. If you want to join us, less than £8 for your solid sterling silver rose gold plated pendant. A striking look. I mean, really, when you start to think about this, you have to do very little with a centerpiece like this to get an exclusive piece of jewellery. I've got cues on the lines. I've got around about 20 to 30 second cue. Not too bad. Just be patient with us. Of course, it is a free phone number that you're dialing. And of course, one postage and packing for the whole day with us, so you can make the most of, once you've started to buy, add as many times to your order as you possibly can. I mean, I've got some fantastic statement pieces that are going to go beautifully with this type of detail. For £7.95, do hold on those lines, and congratulations to us. Less than £8 is all you pay. Gorgeous, gorgeous looks. How are we doing? How are we doing? Have we got one more offer? One more time for one more deal? Which one shall we do? Oh, really? Oh, but I've just seen those. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do the heart, and then I'm going to come back because I've got a couple of more findings later on for you that I want to fit in, okay? But I did promise that I would do these gorgeous Mystic Quartz. Mystic Quartz is coming your way very, very shortly. I'm going to do that. I did make a promise of timing, so I just want to make sure that I stick to that timing for you. Mystic Quartz to look for that. Imagine that with what we've got. In fact, look. It goes beautifully, doesn't it? Because you've got those rose tones flashing, ethereal almost to the rose quartz. It's match. And of course, Valentine's just around the corner. Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. Oh yeah, everyone together. Shake your maracas. Love is in the air. Come on, Natalia, shake your maracas.
Sorry, I was was being creative.
You're in your creative zone there.
I was in the zone.
She wasn't up for shaking a maracas. She was in the creative zone. She shook her maracas last night. We have got.
How did you know?
I can see the twinkle in your eye. We've got 3 offers, 3 of these gorgeous pulsating hearts. Pulsating hearts that you've got here. 3 hearts in 1 pendant, but 3 so you're gonna get 3 pendants, aren't you? 1, 2, 3 pendants. £11.95, and again that price slash is not, it's not going to be messing around. From £11.95 we're dropping from, can I just reiterate that the price of silver these days, right, you do not expect to see price drops like this for silver. You explore the price of silver. I mean, if you want to explore it even say 5 to 10 years, you know that you are literally talking about 5 times more expensive to buy silver or gold than it was 10 years ago. Silver is such a huge price difference to 5, 10 years ago. £7.95, great for your Valentine's gift. So nice if you're making Valentine's jewellery. Do you know somebody who you think would enjoy, you know, giving a gift to somebody else? Perhaps you could make it for them. Perhaps you wear one like this. You keep those to one side, you know, make 1 piece of jewellery with 1 heart, have those, because there's every chance you get somebody commissioning and saying, wow, could you make me one of those please? You've got them already, good to go, £7.95. So that's what, £2.65 each? £2.65 each. Goodness me. The silver, rose gold. I mean, literally just add one as a nice little charm to a bracelet. 1 strand of gemstones. Like literally, if your technique is just very basic and you're just getting into jewellery making, add 1 little charm to a stretchy bracelet. Bang, you've got something different, haven't you?
It's amazing, isn't it? And it's just a really right time of year to get you started with it. To
get a little bit of love in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. £7.95 is all you pay for that deal. Congratulations to you. Less than £8. Gorgeous look, gorgeous look. Right then. I made a promise that I would put the Mystic Quartz, and I think we've got a phone call coming in right now from somebody in the call centre saying we've already got people trying to buy it. That's because I just put it to her and I said I'm doing it shortly, and everybody thought I said I'm doing it now. Okay. Brand new strand. One of the most incredible strands in our vaults right now. You know, like I said, we've been preparing for this show for quite some time. We have been filtering all of our amazing stock that we've been coming in over the past weeks, and actually probably the last month and a bit. All of the stock that's come in, Hannah Oxbury, one of our designers, you might have joined her this yesterday morning doing a little bit of presenting while literally she's filtering pieces like this for this show. This show is made for a strand like this. If you want to talk about colour connections, this is the colour you need. This is what you're looking for. Take a look at your Mystic Quartz barrels. Just exceptional. Shades of a rainbow is one of the big aspects of fashion world right now. To get a spectrum of a rainbow colour in 1 gemstone is truly the epitome of fashion spring 2012. This gemstone, I've got queues of at least a minute already. I've already got I must have literally said and now, and literally as I went to pick up the Mystic, people there, people knowing, people buying, people wanting. If you want to join and get Mystic Quartz, a gemstone that has everything to offer. I mean, literally, take on board the Pantone colours of spring 2013. Take on board that spectrum. You get that spectrum of colour in one strand here. It's going to be one of our finest, momentous occasions of 2013 so far. Without any doubt, one of the biggest shows of this month happens right now. This is going to sell out. I've got less than 100. That's not enough to go around. First come, first served. Queues already. People trying to buy on the web. First come, first served. Amazing opportunity. 250 carats for 15. Now, did we really just do that for $15.95? Yes, we did. Thank you, Mime Jack. $15.95. Now I have got the barrels coming now. I've got stars coming up later. Mystic stars coming up later on in the show as well. Buy the barrels now and be prepared. You will be adding to your order with the stars later on in the show. Go and go some more. I have now got less than 60 in stock. Quantity well and truly disappeared in seconds, and I've got queues, and I will say to you, the queues on the lines, we appreciate your patience. You've got to remind yourself that is a free phone number for you to dial there, and if you're patient with us, we'll be able to process your call as fast as we possibly can. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. £15.95 for your Mystic Quartz barrels. Just to remind you, we have got Mystic stars coming up as well later on in the show. I am now down to last of stock. I have got the last of availability there. I'm into the teens. Literally restricted availability. $15.95 is all you pay. Hold the lines to confirm. Congratulations, you got that one. We have lots and lots to look forward to here in the show. We're going to spend some time with the lovely Natalia, who's going to talk about how we work with colour and how we start to accept the fact that sometimes there's colour blends, sometimes the colour contrasts. They all have their right place, and we're going to get more of Natalia's inspiration straight after this.
Are you an avid jewellery maker? If so, 2013 is the year for you to master a new discipline. For a limited time only on Jewellery Maker, we're slashing the price of our metal clay kit. This exclusively designed starter kit contains all the essentials required to start your new hobby. Explore the endless possibilities of designing with metal clay and take your jewellery making one step further. All of this for an amazing $49.95. To order your metal clay kit, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
New to Jewellery Maker? Unsure where to begin? No problem. Just tune in every morning from 8 AM till 9 AM and watch me, Vicki, and one of our guest designers as we guide you through some beginner's tips and techniques to get you started. The New to Jewellery Maker show, daily at 8 AM.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our gemstone museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
So, when we start to... oh, hello, welcome. Welcome back to the Fashion Focus show here on Jewellery Maker with the lovely Natalia and myself, Vicki. It's all about colour connections today. Natalia, if you may not have met her before, is not just one of our amazing guest designers, she's also a stylist, made a living out of styling others.
I did. I used to do photo shoots
The
and
whole
all that
works.
kind of stuff.
Very exciting. You know, it sounds really exciting.
Hard work.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, long hours, I can imagine as well.
A lot of running around.
One of the biggest things, lots of doing that.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things about when you start to work with colour is that you have said that there are rules, but rules are meant to be broken once you know the rules, though.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
we need to know the rules. So it's all about the colour wheel, isn't it?
The colour wheel's a fantastic thing to invest in. We're going to be getting some.
We're going to get some in. Yes,
we?
We've just been discussing it, and we're going to get some colour wheels into Jewellery Maker so that you can work with colour yourself. And so we will have those very, very soon.
But in the meantime, and this follows for if you're doing interior design, and designing your jewellery as well. That there are different colours that automatically go together.
Okay.
So these you have a direct opposites on the wheel. So any colour that has a direct opposite, those two colours go together really well.
So
we can
red.
Red and green.
And green.
And do you know, my mum used to say red and green should never be seen and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's all out of the window. The day that Michelle Obama went to meet the Queen wearing a cardigan, fashion, rules went out of the window, and red and green go beautifully. As we've seen, I mean, Sheila's done some fantastic designs, with that kind of combination.
And yellow and orange and blue and violet. I mean, opposites attract, I guess, isn't it?
We have coming up in that kit that, a really good lesson in how those colours do go together.
Because watch this. Okay, so I've got, just to show you in terms of the gemstones, right? We've got the blue. We've got the blue, okay, and we've got the yellow and orange. And put them together, you said opposite attract.
Yeah. And actually, but would you have ever considered that those were two strands that you would put together? Because
instinctively, no.
Exactly. And
but like night and day almost, they're fused, don't they?
They just work. And actually, I've got an example of how beautifully they work in nature when we look at my mood board that I put together.
Yeah, let's grab. Because actually, interestingly, the thing is that when you start to explore nature, some colours go together and some colours contrast, and actually, that's Mother Nature.
Yeah, Mother Nature puts colours together so beautifully. And so, we've got this tropical flower there, and you can see it's like a bird of paradise type flower. And how well that's going. And you've got this really dramatic green and blue and a bit of pink in there with yellow and orange all clashing together, and how amazing it actually looks.
And again, the peacock, like the plume of the peacock, the blue and the yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it, isn't it? Bang again.
I love that picture. He's just like, don't take my photo. Okay,
yeah.
no photos.
Who do you think you're staring at, mate?
I haven't spoken to my lawyers yet.
I'm going to make you pay for that.
He's got that tender shoots colour that we've got coming up in the Pantone colours, and then you've got that dramatic blue, you've got the yellows, oranges. It's just fabulous.
That looks like Claire on a bad day. Claire got that. What?
Claire, and she's
look,
got
this is Claire. Look, Claire on a bad day. Look. What?
I'll put that down for a second and just go back to this, because Mother Nature almost breaks the rules, but we're going to talk about the techniques here. So have a look. What are the colours that are opposite? Now we have another set of colours that work really well. So these are almost like the foolproof. You can't go wrong. If you're not sure, play by the rules.
Okay.
And so we have they're called analogous colours. Basically, analog is
analogous.
Analogous.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, that's easy for you to say.
It's not. Have I said that right? I'm going. Analogous.
It's a Greek word.
Okay.
And basically, it means related, things that are related.
Okay.
So what we're looking at is the analogue on here is the three colours that are ever next to one another, the three neighbouring colours. So we've got blue, violet, violet, and red violet that work beautifully. We've got blue, blue, green, green, which we saw in our peacocks. Mother Nature sticking to the rules there. We've got that lovely yellow green, that tender shoots colour. We've got the yellow and the yellow orange.
Yes.
And then look at those. You had your amber earlier on. That would have gone with the carnelian. That would go with other brighter orange colours.
Nice.
So absolutely stunning. And then, you know, ruby would go with that too.
That's gorgeous.
You can really start to see, in terms of gemstone colours, what are the gemstones that are going to go together?
Yes.
So you immediately go to your stash with new eyes and you start to have a look and start to think, okay, so if I'm going to follow the rules, what are the colours that are complementary, that are opposite each other? What are the analogous, the related colours?
That's brilliant. And when you start to break it down like that, it really does make sense, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, one of the nice things is that when you start to put it like that, I'm quite I think I'm quite a scatterbrain sometimes, but I'm also quite methodical. And so I'm somebody who probably would look at this and go, okay, the method of this is what's going to work for me. Like really, the violet to the blue violet and the blue, that makes sense to me. Whereas actually for somebody like Linda, right, I would say she's probably more into the opposites, whereas she's probably like, she likes asymmetry and I like symmetrical. Yes, she's daring, so those colour contrasts, like this kit is like, I see this and I go, oh yeah, I really get that, but my mind actually goes, I prefer the violets to the blues, so that it's just something that triggers, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's interesting, and again, exploring it like this then makes you more aware of what you prefer or what and then challenge yourself your comfort zone and challenge yourself to making something that perhaps you wouldn't normally do. And that's playing with colour just normally, isn't it?
It's playing with colour and then it's seeing what happens when you do that experimentation. There's something that I do want to point out about warm and cool colours. So people will say, okay, well that's fair enough, those are the things that work. When would two colours not work together? Which is a really good question. It's a really good thing to know.
Okay.
So when would you not put two colours together? And that's when they are overtly warm and overtly cool colour. You wouldn't put them together. And so by warm and cool, what I mean is this.
Okay, we're on another. Yes, I'm what? Warm.
So that is, well, yellow is a warm colour. I'm going to go and borrow a drape.
Okay.
So you talk.
Because I would look at yellow and I'd go warm because I would think of the sunshine.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Now that is a cool yellow because it has a blue undertone to it. So it's almost like it's like a acid yellow.
Yeah.
That one. This is a warm yellow because it has a very, very, very yellow base.
That's
So
warm yellow and that's cool yellow.
Cool yellow. Can you see the difference?
Yeah,
Totally. If you half close your eyes, you get this kind of almost bluey halo around the colour. And when you put another warm colour next to a warm colour, the warmth. So put the blue is a cool colour. Again, how well that works, but it still works with the warm colour as well.
How intriguing!
Yeah.
Oh,
and so, you know, I've got two pinks here.
So what about, say you went for the darker, like garnety colours. Is that a cool colour or a warm colour?
Well, actually, this is a cool red. Because, can you see it's got a bluey tone to it, a bluey tinge?
Does it?
Yeah. So a warm red, this is like a tomato ketchup red, which is very warm, which is like the tassels on the end of there.
Yes.
You can see the difference there.
Yeah, you can. So that's a warm.
A lot more yellow.
And this is cooler.
Yes, that's got a bluey tone to it.
Does anybody else feel like this is a bit like a masterclass? I feel like I need to be making notes. I feel like I should be writing down, and that's the kind of person I am. I feel like, are you? Laura, my producer, because I am actually making notes there, Vic, so I'm like, cool, warm.
In the Jewellery Design Masterclass, we do all of this colour stuff. It's really good fun.
Well, we'll talk about that, because we do need to explore that, because you have a very exciting class, and I just dropped in the last time it was on, which was last week, wasn't it? And really interesting that if you're interested in master classes like this, where you really do inspired design and how to work with colour, this would be taken much more to another level of mastery.
Exactly. Well, we just have drapes everywhere, and at the start people are going, scratching their heads, going, warm and cool, I don't get it. And by the end of the day, just going, that's cool, that's warm.
Yeah, got it.
difference. So the red, this is this tomato ketchup red, which is really warm colour, goes beautifully with that warm yellow.
Yeah, that's lush.
But when we put it with a cool yellow, it doesn't work.
It doesn't
as
quite
well.
fuse as well, does it?
And so if you're ever thinking, I've got 2 strands, I've got these colours of gems that don't quite go together, that's probably because you're mixing warm and cool and it's not working. It's not an exact science because, again, you know, we have people like Vivienne Westwood who just, you know, push the boundaries like into outer space. And then we've got Mother Nature playing around and coming into the equation. So I bring this back. And can you see things like, you know, the...
See, I often say when I look at that, I just look at that field and that just excites me. It really does excite me, but in some ways you look at the blue of the sky and that's cool, but then you've got the freshness. Are those warm colours? What I mean, what?
Well, they're primary colours really, so they haven't had anything added or taken away from them. So
I've got
primary and secondary colours. Yeah, I don't want to confuse everybody.
Lots to learn.
But this intrigues me, this one, because those are not colours that you would naturally put together, are they? The yellow
pink and the
yellow, pink and the red, and then you've got this brown here from the tree bark. But it just works. And so look to nature, go on lovely walks, and walks will never be boring with the dog anymore, because if you work with silver clay and polymer clay, you'll be starting to look for things that you can make textures from.
Yes.
And if you're looking at colours, have a look and see, what did Mother Nature put colours together?
How did she do it? And look at the creation. And this next kit, actually, to just draw upon that, really, it's kind of linked in beautifully, is that to take on board Mother Nature's creation, which obviously all genuine gemstones are, and just look at the textures of tone and dynamic. And as you say, within that colour wheel, it's almost exploring exactly those 2 colour tones. Take the blue violet and then take the yellow orange, exact opposites, and yet so beautiful. And that's what I mean, that's almost proof of the colour wheel working.
It's great, and it's in action. You know, we've got jewellery made up with that so you can see for yourself. I love that as a strand in this kit. Would I have put it with this yellow strand? No, I wouldn't.
Yes.
Would I put it with is it Soda Light?
Yes, it is.
Would I put it with that? Yes, absolutely.
It's interesting, isn't it? And that's it. But actually, as you say, you can work these, and often is the case with our kits, like we bring them together and you can see they totally all work together. And then otherwise you make one piece of jewellery in one strand and then you take the other strands and you work with them. You know, there's that real versatility about the kit.
You do. And you decide you are the mechanic of this whole kit. You know, you make the ultimate decision. And I'm not saying there's right and wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, this is my gift to you. These are a few ideas for you to play around with and see how much more successful it makes your jewellery making and your choices of strands that you buy.
And often it's the case if you've got something in your stash as well to mix in with it as well, you know. Often work with just the kit, and obviously as Natalia is going to show you with the jewellery that she's made, you know, you get one type from working with these, but actually I'm sure in your stash you'll have other elements that you can draw upon and bring as part of this kit that then just takes it even further. But this is all the looks. These are all the looks that you're going to start coming into your season's colours for 2013 springtime. We've got there, of course, that Monaco blue.
It's such a fabulous colour, that.
Isn't it just? You've got your lemon zest in the yellows, and you've also got those rich reds as well. So these are all of the colours that you're going to start to see within the spring and summer collections, and you're going to make your own jewellery. Now then, one of the things that I would like to explore as well is that we don't have to stop there with texture and colour, because actually many of our findings add another element of colour and texture, and that's exactly what you're going to get from this fantastic double chain. I love these. They are fab.
And do you know what I was saying to you earlier about colour evoking a response and a mood? And what does gold do for you? Big chunky links, textured, noisy gold. So it's about bright, it's brash, it's, you know, dramatic.
glamorous,
happy.
Italian, boutique.
Luxury.
Yeah, all those words, they
things.
just do that.
Yeah.
And actually, I would say with the garnet, I'd put the garnet with the gold. Because I think garnet and gold just doesn't that look sumptuous?
Fancy pants, isn't it?
Yes, proper fancy, fancy pants. It's a technical word. It's fancy pants. You have got all of this plus more with this kit because we have decided with this kit to really inspire you. If Natalia's colours have inspired you, and if you're already there going, oh, I've got my juices flowing, we're also going to inspire you with the techniques as well by giving you a DVD as part of this kit bundle. You're getting your beading projects edition one. It's great for those of you who have just perhaps started to get the foundations of jewellery making, ready to explore more techniques, ready to really advance yourself. Your projects, really, I mean, you get, I think, 6 projects on this DVD. And with that in mind, that's 6 totally different looks a piece of jewellery. I mean, nice for our advanced technicians to also work with these DVDs.
Great ideas on there. It's really good.
Inspirational.
Because I often see Linda and Sheila walking around wearing really beautiful jewellery and I'm thinking, how's she done that?
Yes.
And it's on that DVD.
Well, that's it, I was going to say, often is the case, you go, oh, I'll watch that DVD, I'll see. So the DVD's there, as I say, inspired by our in-house designers, Linda and Sheila, giving you the beading projects. Now, that DVD alone is £4.95. We know that. That's £4.95. And in principle, you're also getting all the findings you could possibly need and more, because you've got a metre of your aluminium chain and you're also getting a metre of your copper gold plated chain. So 2 metres of chain within this kit. You've got your toggle clasps, you've also got your shepherd hooks, your chandeliers, eye pins, head pins, crimp beads, crimp bead covers, just add that luxury, all of this. Plus you're also getting your beading threads, your elastics and your monofilament all together for one price tag. It's a big look. It's actually a big kit when you start to put it together like
that. Do you know that chain? I couldn't use it up. I had loads left.
You had loads left as well.
I did. And then there's some more finer chain in there.
That's it. It's just going to go on and on and on.
Yeah.
And the thing is that with a kit like this, you look at the luxury of certainly the strand of garnet. So that's a strand of distinction with the garnet. You've got those colour fusions, colour contrasts that we've already explored within the colour wheel, and you're getting the DVD. This fusion kit comes in at £21.90. How much is the strand of garnet?
Yeah, I know. That's
like
just
14, 15, 16 pounds, isn't it?
That's just blown me away there. I was expecting it to be much more than that.
Stop, hang on. Let's be. I'm actually thinking for the £21.95, that would be £21.95.
All the time I'm threading those when I was working with them, I was thinking, oh, this is luxury. And then it was £21.95. Wouldn't have been so careful.
That's 14.95, 15.95. That's the kind of standard pricing for our strands of distinction of a gemstone like this. So if we were going to do that, DVDs are £4.95. I mean, that literally is £21. That's £21 by itself. So the rest, is 95 pence. That's crazy. I'm not going to be able to say that again, am I?
I've forgotten about all of the thread.
It costs thread?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me.
That's just silly prices, isn't it?
Very, very silly pricing. And I think it's worth talking about genuine gemstones right now. We've talked about colour, we've talked about findings, but we've got to talk about Mother Nature. Genuine gemstones for £21.95. Can I just ask, the last time you were in a fashion shop, I mean, maybe just a clothing shop, and they have those lovely fashion accessory stands, when you were looking at the prices of the jewellery that they're selling, it's £20+ some of those pieces.
I know.
For one piece.
I know. And then this is, one-off original, handmade, hand-designed jewellery.
Genuine gemstones.
Yeah, absolutely.
And come with me, come with Natalia, because if we walk over, right, Natalia's not made 1 or 2, she's literally made a feature, and of course you said you had more left as well.
Lots of
but
chain
just
left.
take on board, what would you expect to pay for garnet earrings with the gold finish findings? Absolutely, like £21.95 is not the answer to this kit at all. Absolutely incredible, incredible. £21.95. If you want to join us, now's the time to do so. If you 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Take a look at this fantastic jewellery. I mean, absolutely stunningly elegant, beautiful, beautiful star that you're looking at here. Glamorous, truly glamorous. Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they absolutely amazing? What would you expect? I mean, even if we just put it into perspective and said £10.95 for each pair of earrings, right? That's the price of your kit, and then you've got 3 totally different pieces of jewellery to then make profit on. So you sell those for around about £10 each. You then got this as your profit. And I mean, let's face it, neckline pieces like this, detailed bracelets like that, they're not going to hang around on a stall, are they, if you're selling your jewellery? Those are pieces that really will get that, dress them up, give them a little bit of an elegant glamour, because of course you've got that gold chain to add that luxury finish. Fantastic, absolutely amazing.
And of course you know that if you're selling these, that they are going to be absolutely at the moment on trend. Yeah, fashion forward.
And that's important, actually,
confidence,
isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's always nice to have that longevity of your jewellery, but the lovely thing about jewellery making is it's an evolution. You know, you make a piece of jewellery and you've worn it, you break it down and you evolve it into another piece of jewellery. You wear it, you break it down, you evolve it into another. So actually, timeless jewellery is one thing, but actually what we've got to remember is that with jewellery making, you make your own time span. You change it up, you mix it up to the... Get me.
I know.
That was all very poetic, wasn't it?
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Right there. No, I was there at the moment. £21.95. So what are we going to show? What are you going to do?
We're going to show the spectacular necklace with big tassels.
I love it.
You know, in terms of jewellery, we're going to do Fashion Week, which is going to be amazing.
I know. I'm really looking forward to Fashion Week.
All of the jewellery trends coming through hot from the catwalks, but I can tell you now, it's just like a little nod, is that tassels are going to be big in 2013.
Oh, are they?
And it's a good thing because I like putting tassels on everything I make.
was just going to say, you and Debs are going to be in your element then, aren't you?
I have nothing to do with this. Just the designers just happen to think in the same way as me.
Loving it.
So what I'm going to do is show you. It's so simple to make this, and you could do it in a different in a different rhythm, which is the the pattern that I've used here. But this is what I did. So. These links on the chain are so easy to open. You just literally use your fingers to flex them back and forward. So we're starting off with one link.
Yeah.
And then I've separated out 5 links. Let's get those 5. So I'm opening up one of my links and just popping the 5 links. Whoops, that was open already. Popping the 5 links onto there. And it's just really nice because what it does is it gives this whole kind of tassel effect a nice bit of bulk, a lot of interest as it moves and goes from side to side. So we've got one link and then the 5 at the bottom, and then we're going to link the 5 together with another link. So I'm just opening them up. And they really, even if you have issues with dexterity in your hands, and these are very soft and easy to manipulate. So that's the first stage of it.
Yeah.
And then, just trying to remember what I did next. So we've got another 3 pieces suspended from there. And if I just show you what the chain looks like when it comes, it's double linked.
I was going to say, it's like a double link though, isn't it?
And so what you can do is take these apart. So I've left 2 double links and then left 1 on either side. So you've got 1, 2, 1. And that one, whereabouts is that going? That is going down the middle. Just trying to remember. And so we'll suspend that from the last single loop. And then we've got another 2 hanging down the side that have a 1, 2 and a 1. Can you see that?
That's this part, isn't it?
Yeah, and so that's either side of that long one there.
So it's a 1, a 2 and a 1. A 1, a 2 and a 1.
A little bit like very simple chainmail with big, easy links.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's quite a simple version of chainmail. The chainmail that I've seen, I've just looked at and just been in awe of.
I don't have the eyesight for chainmail.
Incredible, incredible. But this is almost the same principles of linking up.
Yeah.
But in a bigger, more almost like Italian way.
Yeah.
So you've got your cascade.
Yeah, we've got the cascade. And I just put the final one on the right.
And I love how
side.
it's just easy to open, don't you? I mean, anybody who has dexterity issues, you know, just literally a simple twist and hey presto, you're linking it up. And again, like Natalia says, if your eyes perhaps your eyes can't quite master chainmail, or again, dexterity, you can't master chainmail, this might be something that can get that almost chainmail-esque look, but without having to, you know, the time or perhaps the dexterity.
Absolutely. So there we go. So there's our lovely tassel. And if you do lose your place, don't worry, because you're looking for the 5 attached to the 1. That'll always get you back to square 1.
Okay.
Or link 1.
Link 1.
And then I've used my little tassels. I do know I love the strands of Gems of Distinction, because you always get these great tassels on them.
I know, those tassels are fab, aren't they?
Somebody made a suggestion that we ought to sell these separately, and I wholeheartedly agree. I will be outside in the car park with a big placard saying, please, can we have them?
Bring back the tassels.
Yeah, have the tassels on their own.
I think, actually, interestingly, if all of the strands of distinction, you could actually make a mass tassel, and it could actually be something really, could be like like a little like pom-pom.
It's this boho look. It's
That's
brilliant.
it. Let's go for the boho.
Folksy.
That's it, I'll have that.
And then you see you have this little loop at the top, and it's quite small, a hole in there, and it's perfect for fitting the head pin with a little ball on the end through there. So if you just pop it through like that,
yeah, and
then just bend it upwards, and then we're having a tassel on the left and the right side of the chain. So I'm just going to pop that through the base of that loop on the left-hand side, and then use my round nose pliers just to bend my head pin over, and then take my head pin back over. Tassel's getting a bit frisky, and it's
the red. It's the red. It makes it passionate. You've told me about that colour of red. It makes you passionate.
I'm passionate. Get me. And then I'm just wrapping that around, and then just trim off any excess you've got, or take it all the way around. Oops, wow, that hit the ceiling, that one. And there you go.
Hey, presto.
You do it a
just
bit more
like
neatly
that.
than me.
Don't forget, £21.95. You've got your feature strands, including a strand of distinction. Your garnet strand alone could be commanding £15, £16. You're getting a DVD with this kit, and that's £4.95. So really, in principle, that's your £21.95. Then for the rest is free. You've got your feature strands. I mean, you've got your lemons, you've got your soda lights, you've got that gorgeous meter of the Italian chain. You're also going to get, let's not forget, a meter of additional chain with your 100 findings. I mean, how many pieces of jewellery? And obviously, I mean, you didn't use any of the chain, you didn't use, you've got loads.
Yeah, you've got a lot of stuff to then keep on producing jewellery with.
That's it.
It's an amazing kit, this one.
Amazing.
And I love it because it's really inspired me, because you've got these colour combinations, and they're so different, and it's just
exciting.
Lovely to work with. It's a very happy, I call it a happy kit. It made me happy.
It has got that. It's colour fusion jewellery kit. It's £21.95, as you say. You know, today's all about exploring colours that you might not have, you know, thought about before, or giving you an idea of something that works that you never thought you could create. But the nice thing is that is what Jewellery Maker is all about today within our fashion focus. Now, talking of fashion focus, there's sometimes the colour that is timeless, the colour that has that always must have type of feel about it, and this for me is it.
Oh,
this is just amazing. I haven't even had a chance to show you this until I'm putting it to wear now. I haven't even prepared you for this one, and I feel really bad about that. But in some ways, it's rather nice, the surprise, because when I put it to wear right now, I know there'll be a lot of people who go, oh, I didn't know that was happening, but I'm rather pleased it's here. Take a look at your amethyst drops triangles. Oh my giddy aunt, this is exciting. Another colour of the season, the lavenders and lilacs, those gorgeous
African
rich
violet
African
there.
violet. It's there, it is it, this is it. 50 carats of your amethyst faceted triangles, and I can tell you now, we're about to delight you with a price point you will not expect amethyst. Now look at how many gemstones you're getting. I don't want to do a count because it'll take me too long, but I mean, you are getting lots and lots. I mean, at least, what, 10, 20, 30, I'd say up to 40 gemstones on this strand. You've got all of that quality of amethyst, the rich, the regality, a gemstone that has such an indulgence. I mean, the size of these, perfect for earring drops, just delicate looks. A lovely charm bracelet, an amethyst charm bracelet.
Potentially you've got a whole set of jewellery in that one strand, haven't you? Earrings, bracelet, necklace.
Actually, you really do, don't you? Really do. Potentially one whole set from one strand. Do you know what that strand is? That strand, for me, is one of our best values ever. £6.95. We've done it by jingle. We have done it.
Wow. That's amazing. But look at the colour.
I know.
It's just incredible. To see it up close is just, it's perfection.
And the cut is just fantastic. I know I've not done amethyst of this cut before. For £6.95, we are delivering, and we're delivering in style. Congratulations. Don't forget 1P&P, the phone lines. It just literally, it took you about 10, 15 seconds to have that little delayed reaction of. Oh, literally was that. I went from like kind of 5 or 10 people to going, yeah, and then suddenly everybody's picked up the phone.
And also because you're standing there with your arms wide. Look at them all.
Look at them all of that for £6.95. And Natalia, you've hit the nail on the head. This is a full set. Yeah. You could make a pair of earrings, you could make a neckline and a bracelet from this one. Amethyst. Amethyst set for £6.95.
Incredible. And not just amethyst set. This is just no plain amethyst,
well, exactly, and that's the thing, because it's different, and it'll make your jewellery different. It'll make your jewellery stand out, won't it? It's busy on those lines. I think essentially I'm trying to tell you it's busy. If you've got it on your hand, you need to be patient with us. I'm so rubbish with words, and I don't know how I ever got this job.
They want it. They want the strand. That's what you're saying. You're going to have it. If they want it, you're going to have it.
That's it. I'll just call. That's exactly what I needed to say. £6.95 is all you pay. Hold the lines to confirm for me. Please do make sure that you're patient with us. As I say, we know you want it. We see that you're there. We've got availability. It's enough to go around. And Natalia, thank you so much for all of your inspiration. We'll say a big thank you to her later on as well, because she's still got plenty more to go. Because we're going to talk about the fashion of the season, aren't we? We're going to go for really the look of spring and summer in the last hour of the show. So we're really going to take everything that we've learned about how we bring colours together, how we use neutral tones against warm tones and all of that. We've done that bit. Now we're going to head into the look of spring and summer. So that's in the final hour of the show. So then, what shall we show you? Where shall we go? Which one? Shall we do this one? 4 strands. And the price you've just said is for the 4-strand bundle. Four strands. I'm about to do 4 strands. Sorry, I'm about to do 4 strands for the price I'd charge normally for 2. I mean, literally, I feel like I'm about to do 2 strands for free on this one. I'm looking at this, I'm listening to the price, and I'm thinking to myself, I better check verbally, because the price I've just heard does not make sense to the strands that I've just picked up. I mean, literally, this feels like a mega bundle with a half-price label on it. Thanks, just like that. I mean, look at how professional that. I say the words and presto, it flashes up. I mean, that is good. I'm not going to do it again. I shan't. We are talking a mega bundle offer. This is incredible. Can I just remind you that here with us, we offer you genuine gemstones. These are not synthetic replicas. This is not mass-produced, man-made. These are genuine gemstones sourced from Mother Nature, transported throughout the globe. I mean, literally, we have to go across the globe, Brazil, Africa. You're talking about some of the most reclusive and remote locations that we source our gemstones from. We fly them back. We have them faceted. You get the quality, and then we put them to wear in a 4-strand mega bundle and essentially say, you buy 2, you get 2 for free. It doesn't make sense. Oh my goodness me. This is absolutely exceptional. Okay, Miming Jack is back. Matt, Miming Jack, tell us, what do you think that this deal could be? Go, Miming Jack. You've got your fuchsia, he's gone. You've got your fuchsia faceted rounds, 14mm. You have got your beautiful rose quartz medium nuggets. You have got these beautiful, extraordinary cornered, well, they look almost corner drilled, but they're like fuchsia and black diamond quartz nuggets, but with a sense of drop about them. And then finally, dare I say it, it's tourmaline. Tourmaline. Am I giving tourmaline for free? Am I basically going to do tourmaline for free? Oh, let's do it. That was, I felt like I did a Miming Jack there. I did a bit of a Miming Jack. What do you think of this? It's catching. Let's see if there's a Miming Tom. Is there a Miming Tom? Look! Oh my goodness me, we literally are going for Emmy Award now, aren't we? Have I got a miming manager? Let's find out if I've got a look! Miming manager! Why yada with that price tag, I'm gonna get you. That is crazy. $13.95. I've got limited stock now. When I say limited, I mean literally last available opportunity. Essentially, we're giving you 2 strands for free, and I think one of those strands is the tourmaline. Have I just genuinely said I think I'm giving tourmaline for free? Tourmaline, one of the world's most renowned gemstones, I'm pretty much giving for free. £13.90, 4 strands for £13.90. That is a mega bundle. $13.95. Come on then, I tell you what. How about we stick with that same principle? And we do another deal. Another deal where you've got your black and your white and then your colour pop. Now, we've talked about this quite regularly recently because there's quite a lot of the fashionites out there who are flicking through the glossy magazines who are seeing a lot of black and white. Monochrome is timeless. Fact is that for every season that comes and goes, every catwalk will always have a collection of black and white. Yves Saint Laurent, Gucci, Dior, your big names in the fashion world, they all always have a monochrome look. Black and white is an essential to their collection. Take that and take your monochrome, but then you need to add 1 colour pop. Now, there is a very, very well-known actress at the moment, and there is one picture of her, and she's wearing top to bottom black and white. It's a beautiful tailored outfit, and then she's got 1 colour, and it's her bright pink handbag. And that's it. That is essentially colour popping. Take your monochrome and give it a pop. And that's what you've got here. Monochrome with the pop. I think it's monochrome with colour. You've got here... Oh, it made me laugh. You've got here popping pink, where you've got your black and white with your beautiful black rutilated quartz puffy ovals. They're 20 by 29. You've got your black agate. Those nuggets are lovely, aren't they? They're really nice. They're almost like cuboids. And then on top of that, you've got your hot popping pink of your banded agate. 6mm. It's gonna be another hot offer. Why? It's £12.95. We're talking here an incredible £4.32 a strand. I'll tell you now, the size of those ovals, they're 20 by 29. They don't come in at £4.32, do they? They don't. I mean, that could be a pendant, a lovely solitaire, a centerpiece to maybe a cocktail ring. You know, you've got the luxury of really working well with that one. £12.95 is all you pay for that look. Absolutely incredible. Hold the lines to confirm for me. Don't forget, is a free phone number that you're dialing. 0800 644 655. We're sticking with that. And actually, in principle, if we put them all together, that really is a mega bundle, isn't it? That really is. That's gorgeous. Ooh, that works. That works, and that's what this colour show is all about, making it work, making gemstones work for you. Now, just to let you know, we still have coming your way today, I've got Star Mystic Quartz, I've got Carnelian, we saw the Carnelian ages ago, and we haven't still got round to doing it, and on top of that, I have these extraordinary blue onyx. Okay, an amazing blue onyx strand. It's the talking point of the show. So many people texting us and emailing us today about this strand. Never been seen before, and I tell you what, I do genuinely believe this will be first time and last time on air. I don't think there'll be anything to go around. The carnelian's going to be straight up after the break, but before that, how about we go to the Wall of Fame? It is polymer clay. They're gorgeous. 177 is Jean. And Jean, I love this, the polymer clay here. Beautiful colours.
She's such a talented lady, Jean. I love your work if you're watching.
Jean, seriously, I love that colour combination. And again, just to take those beads and look at the colour fusion that you've got there, taking the turquoise and then a hot pink, and then just slicing with a bit of black. I mean, again, if we're going to talk about colour connections, that's a connection that perhaps you maybe would look at and go, really? But actually, when you see it in reality, you go, yeah, really, that works.
And have a look on the colour wheel, because I would imagine that those colours, in polymer clay, it's really important to understand colour.
Right.
So you polymer clay artists and enthusiasts out there really start to study and try and understand how that works.
We have had a couple of people asking about the colour wheel. We will be putting that into our stock list as soon as we possibly can. So I will let you know when that's in stock, and I'm sure that Natalia and I will be utilising that in future weeks. We're also going to do, obviously, this is the spring and summer. We're going to then hopefully autumn winter. We'll do the same again with colour connections and exploring that in the autumn winter, etc.
We need to keep topping up the colour education, really, because it's really important.
It's a really important part
of
Jewellery Maker, isn't it?
The basis of design.
Yeah, Jean, you've inspired us there. Lovely creation. We do love it. Gorgeous. You 177.
Look, it's very wintry, this, isn't
it? From spring straight to Christmas time again.
And this is Julie, and she's in Wolverhampton. She's just down the road. Hi all, here is this week's Wall of Fame entry. My second attempt at a tiara. I've called it Ice Maiden. I used my silver wire and quartz nuggets and some other bits and bobs from my stash. Best wishes to all. I'm at work today, missing watching the show. Have fun and keep the goodies coming. Oh, thank you,
Doing our best, Julie. We're doing our best. Congratulations. I've got Sheila. Hello, Sheila in Bristol. She says, my entry for the Wall of Fame is earrings from Lapis Lazuli, gold-plated wire. Both received in my last order from you. Such great bargains are so hard to resist. I need to win the lottery to clear my overdraft. Brackets, only joking, but I could easily get carried away with the spending. Hoping everyone is managing to keep warm. Well, just about. I have to say to you, I'm a hot kind of a, but I need warmth.
Yeah.
My hands are freezing.
I was freezing last night in my hotel.
Not happy.
Can I just say, Sheila's another lady who is an amazing jewellery designer. I love your work. She posts loads of stuff on Facebook, and it's very inspiring.
Love the combination. Yeah, you definitely with the lapis with the gold flex to get the gold finding.
It has a really ancient look about it, doesn't it? It's like goddess.
Like, that's what makes me go.
Yeah.
You know,
we need a bit of luxury and thinking of hot countries, don't we?
Oh, yes, please.
This is 171. Love it. Wow. That's a monochrome look.
What is this? What is it? What gem?
The neutral colours.
Is it hypostine or is it black labradorite?
Labradorite chips, black faceted agates.
Ah, my goodness me. It almost looks like hypostine. It's that glistening.
And this is from Glynis.
Hi, Glynis.
And she says, just sent a picture too soon. I'm a district nurse. Love all the team, especially when a mad prize comes up. Crazy lot. I thought I'd send this one as I couldn't remember all the gems used in the first picture. I was going to change to this one, but I sent it. This one is from labradorite chips, black faceted agates, 8mm bronze wire. And she's in Port Call. Thank you, Glynis.
Gorgeous, Glynis. Really classic. And I have got Terry. Good morning, Terry, saying I buy the gems and my wife Jenny makes the jewellery with my help. Just a simple pair of earrings we have made. It has all of Jewellery Maker gems. Well, that is gorgeous. To the two of you, congratulations! And don't forget, I like the team effort.
I do.
like the team effort.
Nice that you can do something together like that, and you've got different strengths that you bring to it. I think I'd like to be the buyer, though. I think I'd enjoy that job.
I'll do that one. I just say it's not that difficult. You just literally just keep on buying.
I just want everything.
That's it. I want it all, darling. What was that name? Rulenska? No. What was that woman who? I want it all, darling. I want it all. No idea.
No. Is that something from County Durham?
Yeah, me move. 169. We have got lots of fantastic workshops that run alongside the production, and in particular with our guest designers like the lovely Natalia. You've got lots running at the moment.
You've got
the silver Art clay, and on top of that you've also got silver clay on the 7th. You've also got the silver clay rings. I'm thinking about trying to join on the silver clay rings.
Do come on, it'd be
I really
so
would like
much
to do
fun.
the rings because I like the idea of being able to make some rings.
And you can
it's my kind of
choose,
jewellery.
you choose whichever ring design you want to make as well. I have lots of things for you to select from.
To see if I can, it's fitting it in the diary. It's like coming down to work and then can I come back down again?
Time.
I do my best. I know. That should be my New Year's resolution. We also have the design masterclass. So if you have been inspired today working with colour and you want to even go further and explore more of the mastery of working with colours and being inspired by other elements. I mean, when I came in last time, we were talking about what can be inspiring you at that time, can change all the time. So the design masterclass is on Thursday, the 7th of March, and also the copper clay course that's available on the 8th of March. These are all with Natalia, so hopefully you'll be able to join us there. Do speak to our call centre. I know that all of our January workshops are sold out now, but of course starting from February we've got plenty more to look forward to with Natalia, and of course lots more of our amazing designers. Lots to still look forward to. The Carnelian comes straight up after the break, and more colour inspiration.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Are you an avid jewellery maker? If so, 2013 is the year for you to master a new discipline. For a limited time only, Jewellery Maker are slashing the price of our Silver Art Clay Kit. This exclusively designed starter kit contains all the essentials required to start your new hobby. Explore the endless possibilities of designing with silver clay and take your jewellery making one step further. All of this for an amazing £34.95. To order your silver clay kit, just contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Incredible carnelian coming your way right now. I have got a serious deal to be able to offer you here. I know for a lot of people who have tuned in today, you're really excited by the inspiration of Natalia's style advice. She's almost like our guru now. Should we call her our colour guru? Well, I tell you what, our colour guru is saying, if you're going to go for a colour, go for this one right now, because it's hot, sizzling hot colour for this coming spring and summer. You will not look anywhere in your fashion shops without seeing this colour as a statement. This is an amazing opportunity, because the simple fact is that you don't have to change your colour wardrobe, you just can change your accessories, and that's what makes the difference today. You know, Jewellery Maker, it's about not changing wardrobe and going, I've got to go and spend another £300–400 on different colours that I've got to put in my wardrobe for spring and summer. Forget that. Not these days. Mix it up with your gemstones and your jewellery, and you are exploring fashion, but in a timeless, stylish way. The tones of colour that you are getting here are absolutely extraordinary. I mean, you really are talking about a textbook of colour. And when you start to explore the range of colouring, from the darkest embers to the lightest of lemons, this is a range of colour that hits home. This could be, without any doubt, a standalone. Place it with just some nice gold findings into a neckline piece. This is going to be a big... I can tell you now, I've got people on the lines ready to buy. I've got people who are purchasing on the website already going. I have got an instant reaction to this strand. It is your ultimate strand of carnelian. I don't think we've done another strand like this, and I doubt very... Can I just say, just as I did that, I wanted to do this as well. I mean, that's it. I mean, imagine, what would you pay? What would you pay for that necklace on the high street? A boutique jeweller's shop sitting with that. I tell you what, to my thought process, it wouldn't be a double figure price tag. I'm saying to you, I think if this was sitting with gold findings and finishings, I think you'd be paying over £100 for it. And I'm not exaggerating. I don't need to exaggerate, because the simple fact is you can do your own research. You can go out and look at the prices that go on elsewhere. But for me, this quality, it says to me you could easily restrand, add gold findings, and hey presto, get yourself a piece of jewellery that has a 3-figure price point available. If you want to join it, you've got your shades of carnelian, those lovely ranges, the dark oranges and the lighter tones. How on earth have we got the chance to be able to bring this? I'm asking the question because I genuinely don't know the answer, and I've worked here for a long time. How on earth we have managed to do this quality for the price you're about to see? It is incredible. Can you believe we're bringing you a strand of such incredible quality for £7.90? We haven't done it again. We have done it £7.95, and once more those phone lines are melting. I mean, simply incredible deal. That number's there, 0800 644 655. Join us on the web, www.jewellerymaker.com. The quality, the range, the dynamic, the opportunity. I've got an instant reaction on those lines. There's no delay to that reaction on the phone lines. I am going to say to you now, I have got people going boom on those lines, dialing the free phone number. Of course, don't forget, it is 1 P&P, 1 postage and packing for the whole day. I repeat to you, restrand, add some simple findings, and you have got a piece of jewellery that is going to be, for me, the visuals of it, the quality of it, literally a 3-figure piece. 3 figures is what you could expect. I'd look at this in a shop window and go, that's not going to be a double figure piece of jewellery. It's not even double figures. It's less than £8. I mean, do you honestly think that you could go anywhere and buy the quality of carnelian in a strand like this elsewhere for £7.95? In fact, if you went to your fashion shops right now with £7.95, I cannot believe you would get anything like this elsewhere. I mean, this is for probably, in fact, probably one of our multi-buy strands. You know, don't buy one, buy one, wear it, expect to have to obviously remake it. Why? Because people would recommission this. Can you make me one? You wear it, people will want this piece of jewellery. Yes, I can remake it because you'll have bought 2 or 3 strands of it. £7.95. Your faceted, graduated, or rondelles are £7.95. Amazing deal. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com. We really don't mind how you do it, but I've got to tell you, if you're buying on the web right now, you've got to check it out. If you don't check it out, you could lose out, and that would just be wrong. We don't want you to miss out. That would just be wrong. £7.95. Highlighting once more the Panettone colours of spring and summer. Just take a look. Take a look at that. I mean, that is, quite simply, it's got that poppy red, and then going below, look, it's even got those nectarines as well. This range, look at that, and then contrast it with something like the blue that we talked about today. What would we contrast it with? It says here, contrast oranges with greeny blue, it says. Put it with the greeny blues. Oh, how about this? How about, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. we've been learning today, haven't we? We've been playing, but actually, would that be cool and warm together?
Let's have a look. It would, but that blue, it's the dusky blue, isn't it?
Yes.
So it just goes beautifully because it's not quite a, you know.
Is that breaking the rule because you know the rules and you're allowed to break them then?
Not quite. It's just that it's it's got blue with a bit of yellow in it. So it's getting onto the warm side of
it's
blue.
heading to warm. It's getting almost Mediterranean. It's like kind of
that's a good
warm.
description of it. It's like being on a little Mediterranean cruise. Have a look at the sea.
Oh,
and
let's
you
go.
see it.
Let's go on a Mediterranean cruise, eh?
Let's do a craft cruise in the Mediterranean.
Why not? £7.95. Yeah. Everybody's in the gallery going, yeah, all right then, let's do it. £7.95 is all you pay for your shaded carnelian graduated faceted rondelles, and the deals are going to come at you thick and fast now because my next up offer is Star Mystic I don't even see the words. Star Mystic Quartz. I've said it and now we shall do it. What an opportunity this is. Your Star Mystic Quartz. Now, not only are the reflections of shades of chic, about citrus and beautiful aqua blues that are coming through for spring and summer, rainbow colours, getting this ethereal quality and a texturing of tones that start to blend into each other. Another big look, Burberry, Yves Saint Laurent, some of the big names in the fashion world were really giving you that spectrum of colour to one look. You're getting that spectrum of look here. I've never seen like this. Another sellout deal I anticipate with this offer, because this is, and as I say, we've spent a long time preparing for this show. We have siphoned some of our finest strands especially for this show, and this show is made for adding to your order. If you've already bought from us, you got the just carnelian, perhaps you got the barrels of mystic, perhaps you got the apatite. I mean, imagine that apatite alongside it. Beautiful. That was our early bird. Let's not forget, that was the way that we began the show. You know, you can put this with any gem strand and it's going to work. Cues on the lines already before we explore the price of these stars. Well, I'll tell you now, the price of the stars are extra special, truly outlandish. The faceting just draws out the unique beauty of these genuine stones. I mean, you really are looking at an exquisite opportunity. We have got here your Mystic White Quartz star cut, never been seen before, and I expect first time and last time on air offer. Not a huge quantity, but quantity to go around. Brand new offer for $14.90. We didn't just do that, did we? $14.95. We're delivering the qualities of one of our finest gemstones. It is an audaciously priced offer. $14.95 for your star quartz. When you think about the faceting beauty of this strand, when you start to really see the full wow factor of a strand like this, $14.95. Huge potential, a rainbow plethora of colour. I've got double figure quantities already. We're dropping into double figure quantity on that deal. $14.95. When you see that close up, you really get to see the quality of the cut, the star shape, never been seen before with our strand like this. I mean, this really is an exploration of something brand new to your jewellery making for $14.95. You've got to remind yourself, if you're buying today on the website, check out your baskets. If you're joining us on the phone lines, queues are an absolute, but it'll be worth your patience. We will make it worth your while. £14.95, a free phone number. Invest your time, not your money, with us. An amazing dazzle. Well, literally, you ethereal qualities. Think of a mermaid's quality of colour, hot pinks, gorgeous turquoises, lovely oceanic greens, citrus yellows. I mean, literally take the spectrum of colour that is in spring and summer. Look at that whole Pantone colour selection. Take that and you get it in this strand. I mean, this strand is showing you the whole spring and summer look in a one strand. If your budget is literally to get spring and summer in one look, this is it. I know we're all restricted by budget. It's a reality of life. If your restriction is about colour range, this is it. This is the one that is going to echo everything that's happening in the fashion world right now. $14.95. We're in limited stock now. We are now down to our limit. I did say to you I thought that this would be a sellout deal, and I didn't want to say that in a oh, you have to buy now. I wanted you to know that we have got a lot of people watching and a lot of people buying. $14.95. Dancing, dazzling, startling, unique quality of a gemstone. The cut of this is what makes it so truly magnificent. I've never seen anything like this cut before, and I think it's worth me just moving them. We're on double quantity figures on this one now. Look at that. Look at that, and you can see how the light just hits off the facets. And of course, the cut of this is so exciting, so exciting. Right, we are moving straight on because I've got another deal to be had. And you've just got to see that we've suddenly got to the point where we've gone, come on, bring it on. What can we do for you next? What can we do? Take a look at this. Now, I think that we have just done two deals where you genuinely could restrand, add a statement clasp, or just add a little bit of detail, and hey presto, you have got yourself an amazing neckline piece. Well, if you want to do it, you need the findings. You have got here a fantastic sterling silver necklace bundle. Try and say that. Sterling silver necklace bundle that we are bringing together. The real deal, sterling silver. You've got... Take a look here. First of all, you have got your pendant bails. Now, these are the luxury end of your findings. These are giving you that true professional finish to your jewelry making, and we are giving you the luxury of sterling silver on this fantastic 5-bail offer. Now, it's not where we're stopping, it's just the beginning of this necklace bundle, but I think I've got to just highlight those really are the luxury end of jewelry making. Working with sterling silver, getting that professional finish, you know, literally add one of those to a beautiful neckline piece, you know, just one pendant, single drop, add the chain. You have got one stylish piece of jewellery. On top of that, you are also going to get your bolt ring clasps as well. So you've got here your bolt ring clasps, 10 sterling silver bolt ring clasps. Again, add the luxury of sterling silver to your jewellery. And certainly with something like the carnelian, you know that it's going to add the luxury. Add it alongside the mystic stars. And again, you're adding the luxury. This is all about really giving you that finishing touch to your jewellery that takes your jewellery to another level of wow factor. Finally, you are getting... Now, these are often talked about in polymer clay terms. Now, a lot of people, and actually for the silver art, clay can be utilised to their max. Could be used in resin as well to create little bails. These are crimp bead with loops, often used as bails, if you can see, because you can place them into a setting and use that as your little set. And also, the thing is, it says that you use them as they're designed, crimp beads, where you just literally hold them in and you've got the loop. 20 of those. This is all sterling silver. Now, in terms of quantity of this available bundle, I'll say now we stocked this as much as we could. I mean, literally, we made this as large a quantity for a bundle as we could, because we know that this is a very, very popular findings combination. You have here sterling silver necklace bundle. You have got your bails. You have got your bolt ring clasps, and you have got your crimp beads and loops, all for one price tag. And you're not going to believe this. In total, know the last time. So I know the last time I put these sterling silver bells to air. I know it was like £7 or £8 just for the bells. Oh my goodness, you're getting the bills, 10 bull ring clasp and jump rings, and 20 of the crimpy. What are we playing at? 9, I mean, I know my prices. Sorry, I went into a bit of a, but my head was going, am I right? Am I sure? I'm sure I am. I mean, just those. Just those would be £9.95. I mean, basically, I feel like I should be hiding those and say, well, there's your £9.95, and the rest is for free. It's an amazing opportunity to get solid sterling silver. Absolutely incredible chance. We've got queues. Still stay on those lines for me, over a minute on the queues. Be patient and we'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. You know what I'm going to say to you web buyers today. If you've made any purchases, what do you have to do, boys? Check it out. £9.95. I love that I've got miming boys. It's brilliant. Miming Tom and miming Jack. £9.95. If only I could train my husband to be like that as well. If only I could just get him miming. To be honest, he's probably thinking that about me too. £9.95 is all you pay. Incredible offer. Okay. Straight on again we go. If you've just got those, I'll tell you what, you've made loads of jewellery. If you've just got that big sterling silver pack, if you've just got the necklaces, you'll have made lots of jewellery. And if you've made lots of wow factor jewellery, then you need to present it in a fantastically wow factor way. Ta-da! It's like we've thought about it and everything.
All the colours.
All of the colours. All the colours you could want. I mean, you've got the turquoise, the aquas, you've got there the citrus, you've got the warm, and look at that. Can I just imagine, just one thing, right? I have restranded, I have added a simple clasp, and I've got a beautiful necklace to present to somebody, maybe my mum, somebody who's really special, you know, somebody who I really want to cherish and show them how special they are to me. Okay, all right then, Claire, my director, you too. Right, lovely presentation box, yeah? And look at the colours, and then, oh, you shouldn't have. I mean, you did that from little old me. That's what I mean. You've got that carnelian necklace. I'm calling it a necklace, isn't it? It is literally big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Now I say, come boys, big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Oh, big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Now, do you know the next one, boys? Yeah. Stack the shelves, shopping trolley. Stack the shelves, shopping trolley. Ready, boys? Go. Stack the shelves, shopping trolley. Stack the shelves, shopping trolley. See, loving it.
I'm bringing the sprinkler to the party.
Oh, we've got the sprinkler. Come on, Ed. Give us the sprinkler, boys. Give us the sprinkler. Oh, yeah. Wait, all right, then get on with it. We have got our big boxes, little boxes. All together. What a combination it is. You've got 22 boxes in total. You've got your orange, you've got your citrus gold, you've got these lovely small, there are no fish. I will just repeat that we are not selling fish yet. We have got here the smaller presentation boxes as well. So we're going to show you how to make a ring shortly. So make your ring and then you can present this gorgeous in a box. You get the little pink boxes all together. Oh, and then you've got the reds as well. This is a full presentation box opportunity. Bundle of boxes. 22 boxes for £9.95. Now, last time I went to a card shop, I was looking at boxes. They're like £2.50-ish. I mean, literally, they are £2.50, aren't they?
It's ridiculous.
That's not me exaggerating.
No,
and they don't normally have the nice finish inside. They're normally just a box. These are lovely internal, you know, present your jewellery as you want it to you really perceive it. My Auntie Chris used to work in catering, and she used to say, presentation is 2/3 of everything. Present, like when you go to that designer boutique shop, they don't give you a carrier bag, they give you a lovely paper bag, they wrap it in for, you know, they do the luxury part of it. It has a mindset, it plays with your consciousness. That's what you're getting here. Present your jewellery as you want it to be seen. It's quality jewellery that you're creating, and you want to present your jewellery appropriately. So you're getting 3 of your blue boxes, 3 of the pinks, you're getting 2 of the red, you're getting the oranges and the yellows. You know, again, boutique jewelers, you go to a boutique jewelers, they wrap it in the box, they give you the luxury, they give you the little bag so you feel special. You know, that's what you want to achieve with your presentation, don't you, for your jewelry? It's genuine gemstone jewelry that you're creating. £9.95 is the price that you're paying on this one. We're capturing the colours, actually, all the colours. Interestingly enough, even in our boxes, we're getting the colours, aren't we? I mean, your boxes are so on trend. Yeah, your boxes are so on trend, darling. Oh my goodness me, I didn't know that your boxes were so trendy. Look, we are so on trend. Aren't we good? Even your presentation boxes are going to be on trend today. I know, we're bang on. We're bang on trend. Right then, we're straight on. Got me big, they keep on getting in the way. I need to do my bingo wings. Boing. Right then. I'll do your swap, Jack. Boxes. Oh, colour. Now then, we need to just quickly explore the colours of spring and summer, as if we haven't already done so. We've seen all the Patoni colours, they're there. You can see everything that's happening within the jewellery industry, and I've talked all about the way that we're really starting to try and get that shades of a rainbow effect. You know, the intensity, the lovely tones, that's the word I'm looking for, the tones of colour that can come through. And then just pow, you know, to get that dynamic, that amazing quality. And you know, go with that Mother Nature's inspiration, go with that lovely fusion of taking blues with pinks, taking reds with yellows. You know, get that inspiration from Mother Nature and then explore it with this fantastic. Have you just said that we're doing this kit for less? Your price tag, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to do this kit for less than 20. I'm going to do this kit for less than £20. Less than 20. Oh, we're there already. We're there. Well, we may as well. I've said less than 20. We put it on air. Less than £20. I mean, I haven't even told you what you're getting. 4 strands for less than £20. If you want to join us, you have got here your frosted crackled agate. Beautiful dusky blues. And that's really important. Dusk blue is huge. Oh. Where's that? Where's it gone? Oh, it's there. I had a panic. I was like, where's me blue onyx? I was like, where's my blue onyx? It's there. I wasn't going to blame you, Jack. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. Okay, that blue onyx, the talk of all of the texts today, literally text on text about that strand. It's coming up before the end of the show. I promise you, I've got to fit it in. It's going to happen less than half an hour's time. It's got to come to you. Now, you've got your blues. You've got those lovely palettes of dusky blues from your crackled agate. You've then got these richer tones from your plain tiger's eye, the rainbow colours, multi-tones from raspberries to greens, purples to browns, all together 8mm. Add to it again, I'm going to stick with the colours at the moment. Look at those colours. Oh, mix it up. You've got here your multicolour stripe agate faceted rounds. Those are 12mm. They are powerful colours for your jewellery making. And then finally, you have got your flower printed shell drop beads, 30 by 20mm. Look at the detail. Look at that quality. That's absolutely awesome, isn't it? Truly awesome. I love the print of these. These are just almost, they're a feature on their own behalf, aren't they? They literally could be just one centerpiece, one pendant. If you've got the bail and the necklace findings that I've just offered to you for less than a tenner, can I just say, then these would be a fantastic single drop. Less than £20. Can I also just say, for less than £20, 4 strands plus 2 lots of wire. 2 lots of wire. Where and when do we do deals like this? You've got there your 0.4mm gauge of your silver wire, essential. You've got your 0.6mm of your royal blue 10-metre gauge. You're also going to get, of course, your beading thread, your monofilament, your elastic, all of the bindings. And you are also getting 100 pieces of your silver-plated copper findings. Yes, that's 100 pieces, your metre of chain. You've got there your toggle clasps, your crimp beads, your shepherd hooks, everything and more to make this an incredible... I genuinely can't break this down into making sense of the price. I genuinely look at 4 strands, 2 lots. I mean, that's 25 metres of wire for £19.95. 25 metres of wire. Awesome. It's called Over the Rainbow, and I tell you what, you have got a... You've found the treasure. Over the rainbow? You found the treasure? 19... Okay, less than £20, and congratulations to you if you've joined us today. We really are giving you a deal and a half on this. You've got a phone in your hand. I don't know how many we've got left, but I do know from what I can hear it is very, very limited now. Can I just highlight the fact, rainbow colours. Can I just show you all of the colours that you are getting? This is, I mean, literally, look at it. Oranges, reds, greens, lemons, neutrals, all of these purples, blues, all of those colours that you're seeing here are actually the colours that you're seeing in this kit. This kit is supplying you with the trends of 2013 spring and summer. And let's talk about this mood board. Let's talk about this kit, and in particular the mood board that you've made for us here, Natalia. Okay. Talk us through it.
Well, every major season, you've got spring, summer, and you've got autumn, winter. The Pantone, who are colour experts, and anybody who buys paint or has printing done, Pantone is the Bible that you will actually use a colour reference for. So they have millions of colour references. So you use a unique combination of numbers to say, I want that exact shade of red, and you'll get it. So what they do is they release the main colours that are going to be around fashion-wise for spring, summer and autumn, winter. And this is the ones. So you'll be able to see all of this happening in clothes and shops. It's already starting to filter through. I was sent a catalogue yesterday, fashion catalogue, and every colour was there. It was absolutely true to that. And, you know, a lot of the designers, they take their inspiration from fashion that's gone before, they take their inspiration from the seasons, from colours of nature, and I think this spring-summer collection of colour is lovely because there's something for everybody. There's these very delicate sorbet-like colours that you got with the nectarine, white linen. You've got that grey jade, and then that tender shoot. So it's such a lovely way of describing that colour. It's like that lime green. That, you know, when you start to see the first snowdrops and the first crocuses coming through, but they're that kind of very, very almost baby green. That's it,
colour,
like
really
very
fresh,
delicate.
really fresh. That's the colour. Yeah, I would note it too.
Then you've got monochromes. You've got white, you've got black, you've got Monaco blue, which is verging on a rich kind of navy colour.
I love that colour as well, that blue.
And then you have all of this vibrancy. You've got poppy red, you've got vibrant orange, lemon zest, sunflower. Absolutely superb range of colours. And emerald, don't forget, which was the last most popular colour for winter. And it's
but the emerald is known as the gemstone for springtime, so it almost has that fluidity to hit into spring and summer. Now, the kit itself that we've got here, I really do think that in principle it really does capture the sense of what's happening within the colour trends.
It does. It's got everything in there.
Everything that you're going to see behind here is actually that's reflected in this kit. It is It is exactly the kit to capture the spring and summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is almost textbook, because you've got your dusky blues, you've got there those lovely rich violets and purples, you've got a little bit of nature, which is very, very, the print and patterns coming through for spring and summer are very nature evolved, aren't they? And then you've got some of the more emerald tones. I mean, you can see there, look at the greens there, look at those gorgeous, vibrant emerald tones, and again, you know, reflecting those emerald greens that are happening within the fashion. You've then got that reflecting in those greens. And of course, one of the nicest parts about looking at a combination like this is that you've taken those colours and played with them how you want to play with them, but actually, because there's so much of a spectrum, you could get something totally different.
You could, and this is the beauty of a kit like this, because, you know, you can look at that and you can think, well, do you know, I wouldn't have put those together, but the fact is that they do go together, and all of them go together really well. And then you've got the blue wire, which enhances the blue gemstones, and then you've got the silver wire, which is a really nice gauge, so you can do quite a lot with it.
Loads of wire.
And, yeah, you can.
And you've got the wire, and you've just used, and you know, it's rather nice to be able to then demonstrate it, is that you can take one gemstone, literally one, from a full strand, and look at the creation that you can produce. You can make yourself a feature cocktail ring, just like that. And for somebody who says that you don't do wire work, well, actually, in principle, I know you don't, you said that, but you just, look what you've done.
Well, I had to because it's in the kit, but it's really great because it does make you think, okay, how would I incorporate wire into my designs, which I would not necessarily do in the real world. But it just shows you that, you know, it's quite easy to pick up.
Exploration.
There are some simpler designs that you can do there, and if you want to take the challenge and go, you know, get very creative with wire, then you can do that also.
So show us how to make a ring, because it is a very simple process, isn't it?
It's a very simple process, yeah, and this is Laura Binding. It's a wonderful technique for making rings, which is kind of
Hey Laura, she's watching.
Idiot-proof.
She's fantastic, isn't she?
She's amazing. She inspires me so much.
Yeah, and me.
And so have great fun picking out the design that you would like. Shell. I love printed shell. When I get printed shell in a kit, I go, thank you, kit making monster, whoever it was that did it. So I've chosen that one because I think it's really nice. It's got quite a big flower on it. Now the ring that I've designed here, it is sitting in a kind of landscape way. Yes. So I'm going to do this one in a portrait way, just to be different. Mix it up. So you can do it any way you like. Okay. So if you want to elongate the hand, you'd put it as a portrait, and then if you wanted to extend the finger, then you could do so in more dramatic that way. Isn't it? It is, darling. So about 2/3 of a length of wire there, not too long, because otherwise you end up poking your eye out and everybody else is poking presenters' eyes out with it, which is not good. And then Laura always recommends to go down to ring sizes that lower than you need, because when the tightening of the wire will actually make the ring smaller. So higher, you don't mean lower? Lower down the... Yeah, lower down, but not lower in yes. Higher in letter, but actually lower down the gauge. Yes, yes. Okay. Do you know, that reminds me of, you know, when you're driving in snow and people say in a high gear, I always go like, what's low and high? Which one is it? Is that 1 or 5? Oh, no, just don't drive. Well, if only that was the option. So I'm going to go for an S at this stage. So what you do is just to wrap your wire around first, and then I'm going to take one end and just wrap it around, and then take the other end. So do about 4 wraps. Yeah. Until you've got a decent band. Yeah, you've got a thicker band, and let's see what gauge that is. That's 0.6. So you know, it's a good strong ring with that. Yeah. But obviously have a few wraps on there, and then just using your fingers, just do a twist at the top. Like that, so that it's secure. You're instantly tightening it, aren't you? You're instantly tightening, and just take it off there. Look at that. What I do at this stage is I wrap underneath, so I don't know if you can see, because my top is the same colour as this wire. I'll put my hand behind for you. There you go, doll. So just take one of the wires and just wrap it around a couple of times, just to secure it. And you see, I'm putting it quite tight there, and you can get it back on the mat just to make it more ring-shaped again. So already taking it up a size. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually place my shell on. So pop that on, and then bear in mind how you want it. So if you're wanting it facing like that,
yes.
so when it's on your finger. And what you need to do, this is the bit that is a bit tricky, you need to just gauge how much wire you need to bend underneath. So I'm going to go halfway along, so you need to leave a bit of excess wire there.
Yeah.
And then take that...
Let me put my hand behind
thank
again.
you. Good top for a Monaco blue stone, isn't it? And then this excess piece of wire, I'm going to take it back underneath. Can you see? So I just want to make sure that that is tight up against there, and that one tight up against there. So then we've got the stone sitting really nicely on the ring. And then this piece of wire that I have sticking out here, I'm going to take it underneath and fit, whoops. And I'm just going to wrap it around. Might be easier to do it actually on the mandrel. I'm just going to wrap it around and keep the stone in place a couple of times. Okay, you see? And then secure my other shank of the ring. So I'm just bending it under a couple of times. And then that should be nice and secure. And then with these excess bits of wire, this is the point at which you can do a decorative effect on top. I'm just using my flat nose pliers just to push that wire in. Just be careful because it's coloured wire, so we don't want to make a mess of it. And then you can wrap over the top then, and then just do it in a kind of random fashion.
And it's almost, this is just adding a little bit of artistry to the finish. Almost adding, because I always think, well, it's genuine gemstones, but also in principle, it's master craftsmanship. So it's something unique that you're creating, literally a masterpiece. So add that own unique twist of something a little bit different by adding, look at that.
And then that bit on top, you could do a little coil with that if you wanted
to finish it all. And just like that, totally. And as you say, you can either do landscape or portrait, up or down, depends how you look. Congratulations if you got that kit. Don't forget, it's limited availability now. Still in stock, but as I say, very limited. £19.95, less than £20 for all of those featured gemstones, plus of course your 2 spools of wire and so much more as well. And talking of more, I need you to come with me because we've got a little bit of something happening right now, and she hasn't got a clue what's about to happen. Right? So walking along.
I'm interested to know what's going to happen. I recognise this.
You do, don't you?
Hello, silver clay kit.
Now, for those of you who don't know Natalia, and perhaps you watch it for the first time, and as we start to focus on our colour connections, what we haven't touched on is your other expertise, which is your silver art clay, and that's almost taking your artistry to another level. I think it's taking jewellery making to another discipline. Because I find that with silver art clay, it really is an extraordinarily I find it fascinating, I find it exciting. I mean, you're working with probably the finest silver you can in the silver world, which is 99.9% pure silver. Yeah. And your creations are so exciting. Very exciting. Now, what we're about to do for you is normally... Now, Natalia's looking at me going, Vix, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What's going on here?
Exactly, this wasn't planned because this is the colour show. Well, we know, but we don't get you in often enough for us to then do a bit of a special deal on something that obviously is the start of an incredible journey, and really, this is everything that you need to get started, isn't it?
It's everything you need to get started. Paula and I sat down when we first started discussing bringing silver clay to Jewellery Maker, and she said, I want everything in the kit to be able to create beautiful pieces of silver clay. I don't want people to have to go out and buy loads of other stuff. And those are literally the tools that I use every day when I'm making silver clay jewellery. They are the very things.
This is everything you need. Now, this is the last week of this extra special deal. I tell you now, we will not be repeating this outside of this next week. Your silver art clay starter kit. You get all of the tools and the ingredient.
You get a 7-gram pack of clay. That will make you a couple of pairs of earrings, or it'll make you a pendant, and maybe a charm or 2. It depends on the kind of scale that you work in. So I tend to with something like that, I would tend to make a pair of small earrings.
A nice pair of earrings. Yeah, exactly.
It's 99.9% silver.
I was just going to say, imagine just knowing that that's what you're wearing. Yeah. Oh, loving it. It is 99.9% pure silver that we're offering you with this starter kit. Everything from tools to the ingredient to get yourself into this amazing discipline. It's a new aspect of jewellery making, which you've got to explore this 2013. Your price tag should be, and will be next week, £44.95. But your price tag, $34.95. Now obviously I can't guarantee that we'll be able to keep on repeating prices like that. I mean, I would like to think that perhaps, you know, I know this has been a very well received price offer, $34.95. It would be lovely to think we could keep extending it week on week on week. I'm certainly, I mean, I don't really want to say that it's definitely not gonna. Do you know what? I'm going to say now, I would love to think that we could keep repeating this price tag beyond next week. Well, certainly, I'll have a word with them and see what they say, but there's no... Look at your face, you're going, yeah, go on, Vix. I'll see what I can... But I'm not making promises. All I'll say is buy it now at $34.95. $34.95 is all you pay. Your starter kit. If you want to join us, 0800 644 655, www.jewellerymaker.com. All of the tools. Take a look at some of the jewellery. I mean, we've got some incredible creations that you can... I mean, that piece, that was part of our day, wasn't it? That was our Bond day.
That was the Algerian love knot.
That's it. That was it. Algerian love knot. You can create your own Algerian love knot. Why not? And of course, don't forget, if you want to learn those techniques, if you want to know how to do so, this is it.
That is your masterclass, a mini masterclass in 2 DVDs. So it's the equivalent of coming along on a one-day introduction to silver clay with me, and then further adventures in silver clay is the equivalent of an advanced workshop with me. And it literally covers everything from opening your first packet of clay, rolling out texturing, creating pieces, creating dome shapes, and adding stones, baby fingerprints, and making molds and rings. Did I say rings?
Yes. See, the thing is that you can set, you know, if you've got any of our collector's gemstones, if you've got any of those single solitaire collector's gemstones, you can set them into your clay and get that lovely solitaire look. I mean, this is incredible. This is giving you the introduction and a further advancement into silver clay. So if you've just got the starter kit and you've got everything to get going, and now you need just the final push to get you there, this is it. This is your deal. You should be paying £30. I know the price of these. These are $14.95 each. Yeah. I'm looking into the gallery and I'm going, what are you doing there? I know these are $14.95 each, but instead $22.95 is the price. That's a bit of a deal.
They are really, really good bargain, because you imagine you paying about £100 to go on a workshop, so you've got the equivalent of at least £200 worth of workshop fees there for $22.95, which you can't save further than that. You can just play them over and over again.
I mean, literally.
They are really long. They're actually, I think they're about 100 minutes to 108 minutes. Both of them. There's 8 projects on the second one. You know,
gosh,
it's a very,
$22.95 should be $30, which is still a bargain.
Created with a lot of love.
I can tell that though.
That I did, you know, film.
I've got a lot of people on the phone lines right now. A lot of people perhaps who've already adventured, who have adventured into silver art clay already and now are ready to explore further adventures. But also for some people who have just got that too. I mean, if you've just paid your P&P, add these to your order. It's a no questions asked, no quibble money back guarantee. I cannot believe you would send back these, because it's too much of a value for money offer.
These are the only British filmed ones. There are some Japanese and some American ones, but I get so much great feedback about them, which is really great for me, because knowing that I've produced something that people can actually work to, but people say it's very easy to follow, that they have a, you know, maybe their laptop sitting in front of them whilst they're
literally stopping, pausing, starting doing the stopping, pausing, and the luxury.
They are the perfect companion to the kit.
£22.95 if you want to join us. Queues on the lines of around about 50 to 60 minutes, 60 seconds on the lines.
Popular.
It's down the lines for that £22.95, and congratulations if you got those. Absolutely amazing. And I think I have time.
Oh my goodness, yes. Who will be the lucky recipients of these?
I tell you what, there's not enough to go around based on the reaction we've already had. Now, I will say to you, for everybody who has contacted us, thank you for your response. Thank you to everybody who's tried to purchase this before we were putting it to air, I mean, literally, I had people, the moment I showed this, I had people trying to put it in their basket in terms of literally ringing up and going, can I have that one as well? No, not yet. Now is the time. This is it. Natalia, I'm going to let you get set up for your challenge because we are going to go to Natalia before the end of the show. So we'll quickly give you this and it will be a quick deal. I'm going to tell you now, in terms of quantity and the response that we've already had, we reckon we're going to sell out within seconds. We reckon probably half the stock will go instantly on the web. That's our prediction. Look at that code and start buying now. BAGK52. First time and possibly, in fact, I'm definitely looking at the queues already. Last in stock deal. First time on air, last time on air. Your blue onyx graduate. Look at it go. Flying out the door. I can't pick up. I can't keep up with the quantity. Your price tag, your deal, your blue onyx. 70. Have we just done? That's done for £17.95. Oh my goodness, can I tell you, getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm guessing probably around about 28 to 30. That's an average. I can't guarantee that, but I'm going to say, look at the get those silver bales. You know the silver bales that we just did in the necklace bundle? Right, silver bale, add just a simple bale to one of those, flying out. £17.95 is all you pay. I am extraordinarily excited. I mean, the colour, the quality, the faceting. I mean, let's not underestimate the calibre of the lapidary work that we have put into. I mean, when you get a quality gemstone, you don't want to ruin that. You want to optimise, maximise. You want to gok wang the gemstone. You know, and you've got to think about this. When you cut a gemstone, you're cutting and we're reading it. Lapidarists are highly skilled by reading the stone, getting the most. That's what you've got there, £17.95. Just to highlight one more thing, this is one of the biggest colours of our spring season. You have been watching your Colour Connection show. This is a textbook colour for that dusk blue. Beautiful piece. I told you it was going to sell out in seconds, and eventually it has gone. It has gone. I'm going to go for this one. I tell you what, I've been looking at this for so long. I'm going to just do it, guys, and I know what I'm doing. I've got to do this one. I've got to this one. I'll quickly do this. You have got here your aquamarine, you have got your beautiful Marquise rose quartz and your citrine. I showed this to Natalia because I have such a thing about this bundle. So pleased I've got a chance to fit it in. Natalia just went, that's you literally just went, that's stunning.
I wanted it for my challenge.
You did want it for your challenge, but you can't have two lots of great things for your challenge. You've got here spring sunshine. Look at this. It is literally jumping into spring. You're going to have to jump into this. Let's remind you, this is citrine, aquamarine and rose quartz Marquise cup for less than £10. I shouted, sorry. Oh, £9.95. I really didn't mean to say that quite so loud. £9.95. Gone. £9.95. Now, let's do one more sunshine piece. Let's get some more sunshine. Let's get some more sunshine to you. Come on, let's have a take a look at this final deal. Right, I'm going to have one chance to fit this into the show. Just take a look. We're springing into sunshine colours again because this is what it's all about. You have got these beautiful bicoat. They are gorgeous. If our Linda's watching, Linda's one of our in-house designers. She just adores this gem strand. Congratulations, you're amazing. You're amazing bicolours. Then you've got your sunshine of citrine. We are talking about spring and summer is just around the corner. We need that life, we need that energy, and you can have that opportunity to own this double strand offer for £11.95. Again, delivering on quality, delivering on dynamics, and delivering the potential for you to get show-stopping jewellery for less than £12, less than £6. We could not put these single strands to air for less than £6. We couldn't do that. And yet put them together and look what we do, less than £6 each. It's amazing opportunities here at Jewellery Maker like this one that makes you tune in on a day-to-day basis, because I quite simply say, I don't know another place that can commit to these prices, to this quality, and of course, to this level of amazing customer referencing. You know, we get people who quite simply say, you know, this channel is not just about giving me the ingredients, but it's about giving me the inspiration and the belief and the confidence and the friendship so that we all together can explore this amazing quality of jewellery making with genuine gemstones and incredible affordable findings. Right, we're going to head over quickly to go over and see Natalia's challenge. And Natalia, the challenge today really was about capturing many of the essentials to the colour connection theme that we've put together today.
It was.
And the labradorite working together with those gorgeous dusky violets.
Yes, absolutely beautiful. I was given the most incredible challenge, and then you gave me those additional strands.
I know, and we gave you even more.
Yeah, and I just went to town with it, and I've had so much fun with those today. And I think anybody that buys them,
When have you had time to do this?
I don't know. I think I'm working on sheer, you know, like the force, because I just love the gemstones so much. I've really, really enjoyed it.
I am stuck. Whenever you had the chance, honestly, I'm thinking to myself, I can't remember when I haven't been.
I have a little nose that goes ding, 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 ding.
You actually got another pair of hands.
The strands just made themselves. Isn't it lovely?
Wowzers. The combination of these three strands, you've got your larger twisted amethyst. I mean, those lovely, almost lavender, gentle tones, but with a twisted movement. I mean, you can just see here how that twisted just adds another sheen, another element to the dynamics. Oh,
it's
look at that.
And that would make an amazing piece of jewellery for somebody who wants to be a bit more of a dramatic bride, or mother of the bride, or bridesmaid.
Yes.
You know, those colours, they're just gentle enough for wedding jewellery, but, you know, dramatic
large enough to be dramatic.
Yeah,
then you've got the smaller nuggets just to complement, and then you've got this labradorite. Now, I will say to you now, this labradorite alone, amazing. That price tag
quality
that we gave to you, the Sweet Dreams, the labradorite plain rounds, that would alone go for what, £12.95 normally? I mean, a strand of that quality of labradorite would be commanding well into the double figures. And yet we bring you all of the amethyst, the double strands of the amethyst, those rectangles and the nuggets, plus the labradorite for £17.95. £17.95. So really, in principle, we're saying the amethyst 2 strands, a fiver for both of them, so that's £2.50 each. And then you've got the labradorite, which we know commands around about the £12 marker. Absolutely awesome. Finally, of course, we gave the lovely Natalia another bundle, including those rose quartz drops, the hematite faceted rounds, plus, can you remember those peridot seed beads? Those peridot seed beads, and of course, let's not forget those gorgeous quartz as well in the greens. That came together, was it really 4 strands for £13.95? 4 strands, including the peridot, for £13.95. I mean, that means at 3, 6, 9, 12. So £3 40 something, £3.45 a strand, something like that. Wowzers, amazing. If you want to join us on any of those deals, we are on limited stock of both of those bundles, but available for the taking. That's a nice little pair of earrings now, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice way of using the seed beads to, you know, put them together. But also adding the hematite in there.
Just to give that little extra sparkle as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the hematite's beautiful.
Those are my favourite earrings, I think, though. Just simple drop, rose quartz earrings. I mean, they're...
Just keep going until they hit the floor.
Just cascade. £13.95, as I say, for 4 strands, including the hematite, including the rose quartz drops, including your peridot seed beads, and on top of that, the quartz as well. Well, we have had such an immense day. Of course, we knew we'd say a big thank you to the inspirational Natalia. We have had a great day. Thank you for your company. You take care of yourself. Oh, we're together. See you later. Take care. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order.